Mhm. Good morning. How are you guys today? Am I live? Good morning, Brian, Remy, Charlie girl. Oops. How are you guys today? Her tooth started aching again, so she went back to bed. So it's just me. Just me. You have just boring old me today. So if anyone wants to come up on panel and talk about anything. Hey, Samara. Hey, Dory. It's finally not 10,000 degrees out. I'm actually kind of cold. How are you feeling, Remy, by the way? Morning, Michigan gal. I love it when there's only a few people in here because I can talk to you all. How are you guys doing? I thought we to end the week out, the week off. How do I say that? I'm trying to think of how to say that. To end the week, we'll have a nice, chill, happy stream today. Go co-host. Brian, I can do it by myself, I am capable. I don't even want a recap of what's going on. I watched Stephanie Harlow had a live stream last night, and it was really, really good. Really good. She's not feeling well. She went back to bed, Brian. Her tooth started aching again, so she went back to bed. And that's not, hey, Ems. I like it. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, so I actually joined her Patreon, and she had a live stream last night, and it was really good. It was really good. I mean, talk about people in her chat. I don't know how you can read the chat when you have 1,800 people in your live. Yeah, and zero drama and almost zero trolls. That many people and almost zero trolls. Like it is something. No, they're pulling it. I think she said on the 6th of August. Hey, beauty. So yeah, and they were talking about maybe they should do some some collab with, I can't remember, Samara, who was on her panel last night, but him and her should collab on some cases that aren't so well known, and maybe even the Long Island case where they found all those bodies, because he believes that could be solved. She had Derek from Big Brother, right, and also has a crime show, exactly. And he believes that Long Island murder, where they found all those dead bodies, that can be solved. She might be too good for me, Carlos. So I know I really like her. Thank you. Yeah, it was a good live. It was a really good live stream. Zero drama, zero. So it was good for me to get there, go there and watch it. Just get away from all that, the toxicity I've been watching lately. Yeah, I joined her Patreon, and I yesterday was watching a bunch of her old, like, not old, old videos. She's got some really, really, really good cases that she covers, and she does her research. I mean, she does her simply, amazing research. God, guys, I'm so dark. I gotta turn the light on. I don't have good lighting in here. That might be better. There we go. Better. Hi, Sue-Ann Mishke. Good morning. I love the season he was on. Oh, Big Brother. I never watched Big Brother, but now I'm going to want to. I didn't realize he was a cop until just about the end when she just went off because I didn't even know she was live. It didn't give me a notification that she was live. I found it by accident, which really kind of pisses me off. She made it to an she made it to an investigation discovery show mainstream. Really? She's really good. Like when she does her lives, her videos, she really does her research. Do you own a ring light? I'm not even sure what that is. What's a ring light? But yeah, it was really, really, really good. Bay Beauty. You're funny. Funny girl. I love those emojis. Um, I don't know what's a ring light? What is that? I'm not sure what that is. So look at my hair. It's like a mess again. Um, a ring light is for making videos. Oh no, I don't. I'm old school. I don't have anything fancy. I just go live with my old laptop here. I don't have a microphone even. I just um, use whatever I have. It is lighting later. Google ring light. Oh, yeah, I will. I will soon. So I actually don't have a subject to talk about. I just want to tell you about that. Oh, she's amazing. If you guys haven't subbed to, if you're really into true crime, like really into crime and stuff like that, you need to stop sub to her because she is amazing, amazing. I'm so glad I joined her Patreon. I just got one. It's basically light on a pole that's bright as F and shaped like a circle. Oh, okay. Do you use it much, Ems? I don't know if I want that good lighting. I have a Stella lamp for lighting. I don't know I just have regular lights that aren't very good. You can get a ring light cheap on Wish. Um, on Wish. There, that's a little better. Now at least you can see me. You can see my ugly face. I can't watch a lot of true crime. I feel too bad. There's a few I've watched that, really affected, really. Hey, Jenny. Good morning. Good morning. No, I used lighting techniques that I used on TV. I wanted the ring lights so I didn't have to mess with setup. Oh, that's right. You were on TV, right, Ems? Ems, the famous, the famous Ems. Oh, God, I hate my hair. I'm gonna turn my camera off pretty soon. Hey, little Kelly. You're driving but listening. Okay. Well, I don't really have a subject to talk about today. I just wanted to make it light and happy and not too crazy, not too serious. No politics, no, what's the things? No death of politics. Yeah, just just light. Well, I was going to ask you guys, anybody got plans for the weekend? I saw Marissa went to Hershey Park, like went on roller coasters or something. I thought I saw that somewhere. They opened Kennywood here in Pittsburgh, but I don't trust going on any rides unless they like disinfected every ride after every time you sat in it. I don't know. I don't know about that. But they did. They opened the park. So apparently, I don't know what they do. Do they take everybody's temperature when they go in? I have no idea how that works. Read an article on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. We actually I think we talked about them this week. saying that someone said that Megan was a narcissist and that she's like kind of leading Prince Harry around by the nose, sort of, kind of what I got out of it. Morning. Morning, Jenna. How are you this morning? So Misdemeanor doesn't feel well today, so she said she went back to bed. She's not, her tooth has started to ache again, which sucks. Oh God, I hate having toothaches. So I thought I would keep it just light and airy and happy and all butterflies and marshmallows. I don't even want to know if there was anything like crazy going on last night. I don't want to know. I don't want screenshots. I don't want to know. Um, I just want to know about like marshmallows and rainbows. Megan is turning into a nightmare. Oh, really, Sue Ann? I heard that. I think we talked a little bit about that this week, about how they were supposed to move to Canada, but they ended up in Los Angeles and they're living in some actor's mansion. And I don't know. I know a lot of British people don't like her per se, or so I've heard. I've heard. I like those emojis, Brian. But I haven't really, you know what? I have them on Instagram. I do have them on Instagram because I think their baby's adorable. Want better lighting than the ring? A black umbrella, a white umbrella paired with Home Depot garage light. Way better than the ring. Wow. I think I've seen like in photographers' pictures that they have like these umbrellas set up and they do like, you know, I just make do with what I have. I'm not really into that. I guess maybe if I made a lot of videos and stuff, I would. Like, I mean, besides live streams, I mean, live streams, who cares? Uh, Stella lamps are great for it too. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I'm not this technical. I'm like low budget. I'm not this technical guru. I'm really not. So yeah, so that's what I did last night. I watched Stephanie Harlow's live stream and um God, she is so good at what she does. Like she really is. So here's my topic. I can't talk today. Topic for today. What's the nicest thing you guys have ever seen someone do for someone else or you have done for someone? I'll tell you what I did for someone one time. And I think I told this story before. I was in a store and there was a lady and she wasn't like, I'm not going to say um she was kind of slow. I'll say it that way. She was kind of slow and she had a bunch of items and she was so happy. She said, I'm going to get this for my niece and I'm going to get this for my nephew and I'm getting this for my sister. She had a bunch of items. And she just, I mean, we were in line and I was behind her. And we got up to the cash. She got up to the cash and the cashier started um, putting her items through. And then she got to the end and she added it all up and she told her how much it was. And the girl didn't even have a concept about what money was because she had like $7 or something, or $10 or $12. And it came to, I don't know what it was, what the amount was. So, so she didn't know what to do. And, and the cashier said, well, you know, you're going to have to put some things back. And she was so happy. Like she looked so happy about all this stuff she was going to give to her nephew and her sister and all this stuff. She might have been about maybe 19 or 20. So I told her, I said, no, don't take it back. Don't take anything back. And I took my card out and I paid for her stuff. It came to like, I can't remember. I can't even remember now. And she was so happy. And she said to me, she goes, well, she was going to give me her money that she had. She said, um, here's all the money I have. Um, I think I have enough money to get on the bus with my change. And I said, no, 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 I don't want your money. She goes, well, give me your address. I'll pay you back. I said, no, 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 I don't want you to pay me back. I said, just do something nice for someone else. And so that's my story. And I happened to be, this priest back and back of the line. And he goes, you know what? That was really a nice thing for you to do. Um, I said, well, I actually felt better, more satisfaction out of for myself than probably she felt me doing that for her. So that's my story. But yeah, I did feel good about doing that for her because she was so happy about all this stuff. And you could tell that she wasn't like, she was kind of slow. She was kind of slow. I'm not going to say she was mentally challenged, but she was kind of slow. But she didn't even really realize that she didn't have enough money to pay for all this stuff. So, yes, it's very nice. And maybe I'm going to get into their the pearly gates, maybe. But I was just wondering if you guys, what's the nicest thing? Looks like cast angles. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of people that do, because I don't know if you ever watched that show, What Would You Do? I love that show, by the way. But it's all they put up scenarios of, like actually the same thing, people in line and that, like they don't have enough money to pay for their groceries. And it's amazing how kind people can be. Um, it is in different scenarios, but yeah, but that actually did happen to me. So yeah, it did. But I felt, and not, like I said, I felt better. I felt better about doing it than probably she felt about me doing it. She wanted me to give her my address so she could pay me back. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't want the money back. It was nothing. It was like probably 25 bucks or something. I don't know. I can't even remember how much it was. But it was something that made you feel good about yourself. And I think something that we need more of is kindness. I know that sounds corny to some people, but with all the hatefulness and like, you know, garbage we see every day on here. Am I still live? Because my chat just like completely froze. My mom found a bite for $5 at a garage sale. She was so excited when she bought it home. I was like 6 years old, and the next day she came home from work and told me she gave it to my friend. Oh, I don't know if that's a happy story or not. Thank you, Jenna. But yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, we always hear about we hear more about like all, especially even in the news, we hear more about all the awful things that people do. And we very rarely hear about all the nice things people do. And I'm sure, um, I think I saw a video, I think it was on Facebook, about all like, kids helping like ladies across the street and people giving, finding a wallet, like someone dropping a wallet out of his pants and then kids picking it up and giving it to that person. The word Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth. Oh, does it really, Sue Ann? I did not know that. I did not know that. Um, yeah, that's pretty cool. I know that. I knew what some short forms of some other words were that aren't very nice. Uh, yeah, that's well, my friend had seven older brothers and they lived in a one-room shack. So even though we didn't have a bike, she taught me something. Right. It is better to give than to receive. It actually does make you feel good, like, you know, it does. It really, really does. And I know my dad had a garden and he would give most of what he grew. He had a greenhouse and most of what he grew in the garden, he would give to, uh, you know, homeless, not homeless shelters, but, where they feed people, those places, those kitchens and stuff. So they would have fresh, vegetables and stuff. Well, my friend, oh, okay. I don't know. My chat seems to be like seizing up today. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. I do not know. It's really, really weird. The word Bible's, oh, there, I'm reading the same thing, but I am paying attention. You know what's really cool about having less people in my chat is I can actually read all your comments, and that is cool. I want to learn how to do freaking members only live, but I still don't know how to do it. I've been trying to figure it out. I'm just like dumb. I'm like dumb that way. Read an article from the Daily Mail. Read an article from the Daily Mail, or is that read an article from the Daily Mail? I'm not sure. I'm trying to pay attention to everybody's comments, but it's coming up really slow. Unless you guys are just not talking today. I closed my camera because I didn't like looking at myself. Seriously, I didn't like looking at myself. Never put yourself down. Dory is sharing some stories of kindness. Yeah, yeah, she is. Does anybody else? Well, I know Samara saves cats. I mean, you do rescue cats, right, Samara? And that's very noble, I think, rescuing animals. That's very kind. And Samara is a big vegetarian. She does not eat meat or any kind of animal products. Unfortunately, I'm not a vegetarian. My daughter-in-law was for a while, and then she got pregnant, and the doctor told her that, hey, Sarah. Oh my, you know what came up? My Siri came up. I said, "Hey Sarah, how are you, doll?" Sarah's so pretty. I've been up for 3 hours now. I know. God, I wake up and get my husband's coffee and we chat for a few minutes when he's not in a bad mood. Sometimes he wakes up in a really rotten mood. Today he was in a pretty good mood. I think because the weekend's here. So, um, we have really smart woodchucks around here because we've got a no-kill trap by our garden. So my husband put two halves of a tomato that was chewed on in that trap, and they actually know how to get that tomato out of the trap without setting it. So we've caught so far, it's a no-kill trap, by the way, Samara. We've caught a rabbit, two squirrels, and one woodchuck in that trap. And they're all chewing and eating off my on my garden. They ate all the cauliflower out of our garden. And now they're attacking our tomatoes, and we have some really nice tomatoes out there. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck could chuck wood. Well, he's got a camera set out there. Like he's got it set on the trap, so we see what's going in there, what's eating this stuff. But those critters are pretty smart. They know how to get the stuff out of that trap without setting it off. Even the rabbit knew how to get it out. So I don't know. I don't know if he's doing it wrong or what. But yeah. So we're trying to save our garden and not kill any animals in the meantime. Good morning, monkey. You need coyote urine? Keep everything away. Oh, really? Seriously? Huh. I did not know that. Because they're just eating everything in our garden. I don't know if it's a bad year or something, but they seem to be. A woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck. A woodchuck could chuck wood. I can't even say that, Brian. Brian, Brian. Uh, so does anybody want to come up on panel, or I'm going to wait to throw the link out there. Now that I know how to check if it's a good link, or if it's a troll account or whatever, I just learned how to do that. Oh yes, coyote urine works. I saw that on a show flipping out. That's really amazing. I did not know that. One more, Sue-Ann. Ammonia-soaked rags. Seriously, we have ammonia. Oh God, I can't stand the smell of ammonia either. Ammonia, it makes me gag. I'm just a spectator. Okay, Brian. 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 I'm not going to be on long today because I'm not feeling good today. Yesterday I had that, you know how they say, well, they were, first of all, I turned on the news today, big mistake. But yesterday I had that dry, itchy cough. They talk about, with COVID, but it stopped as fast as I had it. It stopped. So I think it might just be the allergies or the air. I'm hoping. But I don't have a temperature. I don't have. Just hang on, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to get a coffee. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Did you guys talk about me when I was gone? um, oh, Babe Beauty does hair, doesn't she? Carla, you can put human hair in and around your garden. It keeps animals out also. Oh yeah, but I got to find a human to cut their hair to put on the garden. Maybe she has some Skittles. Who are you talking about? Just Skittles. Do you know what I heard too? This is so sad. But I heard that if you put bubble gum, they will eat it, but it will like blow up in their stomachs. Samara, that's what I heard. I've never done it. We would never do that. That's what I've heard. Bubble gum will make them like their stomach, I don't know, they can't digest it or something. Carla be rolling them big ass blunts. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. I don't do that. I'm a good girl. I actually have though. I have smoked. I have with my daughter because she was prescribed some for her when she was in a car accident. She was prescribed some, and she said, "Mom, try it." She said, "Try it." I know it's dark. Whatever. I turned the light off. Um, she said, "Try it." So I tried it. I choked so bad. I gotta turn this off. Yeah. I choked so bad I could not like I couldn't even breathe. It was like it was awful. Carla, rotten egg in water. Spray water. How do you get the egg rotten now? That's weird that my picture is gone now. Do you guys see a picture or like a white or just a white circle? It's like weird. I'm gonna turn the light on and I hate that. What is that? You guys see a white circle, or do you see my picture? High in the house. No, 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 that not me. You need a cartoon pic of Cindy Lou Who. Why do people call me that? Is that because of my nose? Hang on. I see my picture on StreamYards, but I don't see it on YouTube. There, there. I don't care if I look like shit today. I look like shit every other day, anyways. Put the egg outside in the sun for a couple days, not direct sun. Okay. And that makes it rotten. And then what do you do? Hang on. I'm trying to learn how to do this. I'm not sure if I would like strangers' hair in my garden near the food I'm gonna eat. Samara. Yeah, true. But then who wants what is it, deer urine? Oh no, coyote urine near their garden, near the food that you're gonna eat. It is because of my big eyes. Oh, what big eyes you have, my dear. So what else can we talk about today? How about, well, you guys never really told me what you're all doing this weekend. Anybody doing something fun, 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 fun? Like going to the beach or, God, I wish there was a beach near me. Was open. We have a beach that's not too far, but it's not open. You can't go in there. You put the coyote urine in a tin can coffee can. Oh, really? Right near. Hmm. Where do you get that? Where do you get coyote urine? I guess at one of those, those stores that sell all that hunting stuff. I have that party this weekend, and be glad. I'll be glad when it's over. Oh, that's right, Ams. You're having that graduation party. Oh, I hope it goes well. That'll be fun for your kids, though. Fun for the adults too, especially have a couple bottles of wine and you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Feed store, exactly. Yeah, we have one not too far from here. Maybe that's what I'll tell my husband to try because he's getting so frustrated with that woodchuck. I swear. I swear he's getting frustrated with it, eating all his tomatoes because those are like his pride and joy. Hi, Mac 11. How are you? Yeah, he's getting really frustrated with it eating. It ate all our cauliflower. Oh, we have none. And if it's, I'm telling you, if it gets into his peppers, because he makes hot pepper sauce, like a, what do you call it? What do you call that? Like hot peppers, the sauce that you put on food. Or like just pee in your garden at night. No, I'll let my husband do that. I ain't sitting down anywhere out there to pee. There's snakes out there. Going hiking. Have a great weekend, Carla. Google images Cindy Lou Who and use it for your avatar. Oh, I may just do that. Cindy Lou Who. I don't even know who she is, to be honest with you. Cindy Lou Who. That's how stupid I am. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Um, but I had a nice good night's sleep. Cindy Lou Who. I'm looking it up now. Lou Who. Oh my God. Oh, I know who she is. Now I know who she is. I don't have the blonde hair though, with the little braids that go around. It's been so much work today. I'm making balloon arches. Oh, pray for me. I will pray. Oh, Ems, you know where you've got me. You got to take some pictures and show me how it turned out. Show me on Instagram. By the way, to replicate a beach, add sand and lots of water in the tub and splash around. Inflatables are optional. Act 11. Seriously. And make yourself a, what do you call it? Margarita. Yeah. She is so cute. Yeah, she is cute. She's really cute. That's why it can't be my avatar. I'm going to pray for you folks. M's Mac 11 is going to pray for you. I think it's going to be fun. I think she's going to come back on Monday and say, "Oh, I had the best time. We had a great time. The kids had fun." I bet you any money. Anybody want to wager that? So nobody answered me. Does anybody want to come up and give gab with me or no? Nobody wants to gab with me. You just want me to talk. You're not you're not sick of hearing my voice? Voice. I you know what? I don't know if any of you are like me, but when I hear my voice, like if I play back one of my lives, which I don't like to do, but if I play it back and listen to my voice, I cringe. I absolutely cringe. I hate my voice that much. I just don't like it. Sure, a bunch of kids, grads, all masks and uses just going wild. Actually, she's not going to have a bunch of kids. Mostly going to be adults. Mostly going to be adults, right, Ems? Am I right? My eye is bothering me. What's wrong with your eye, Dory? There isn't anything wrong with your voice. Most of us never like our own voice. I just don't, I cringe when I hear it. I just cringe. I don't know. It just bothers me. I think that's probably annoying to a lot of people. I know it's annoying to me to listen to it. Oh, Samara, you have the cutest voice ever. You just got this like little tiny, like sweet little. Hey, Morbid. Oh, I'm glad you did. How are you doing? How are you doing, Morbid? You know what? I don't know. I think I'm blocked in your stream because I went in. I tried to. I saw that you hadn't gone live for a while because I was going to pop in and say hello to you. And I don't know if I popped in and said hi and nobody talked to me. So I don't know if we can eat, if you can check and see if I'm blocked in there. You're definitely not blocked here. How's your little grandbaby doing? We didn't dare to invite many people because of the virus, right? We're keeping it at 20 people and all close friends and family. I would feel awful if people got sick. I know. Seriously. I mean, seriously, I'm just it, I'm just hoping they find something to, you know, I'm hoping that this thing passes. Let's just say that. Let's just put it that way. Ever since I came up with my kitten, I let the mother in my room, and my eye has been hurting me and watering ever since. Maybe you're allergic. Take allergy meds and see if that helps, right? M's. We need distance pics of 6 foot distancing. M's has known to measure that 6 foot all around. Move in. I've been going through so much with my neck causing pain down from my shoulder to my hand. Oh, goodness. Did you go to oh, I'm going to ask you this, but I don't know. Have you been going to a doctor for that, or are they not allowing you? Because I know here it's remote. Unless it's emergency, you have to go to the hospital. It's remote appointments only. So it sucks if you're really in a lot of pain. I'm so sorry. I know I'm allergic. I hope you feel better. Sending you prayers for Morbid. Sending you prayers, hon. I hope you feel better. I do. I know we've had our problems, but I don't like to see anybody in pain. And that's all in the past, anyways. There's that. Yeah. My new grand is 15 pounds now. She's on table food. Wow. And teething. Oh, teething. I remember teething. Does anybody remember teething? And Ems might go through that again. Wow. The teething, the crying, and oh, the drooling, the drooling. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that, Morbid, about your back and your neck. But I'm happy to hear about your grandchild. She was born in March, correct? March, April, May, June, July. So she's like, yeah, that's about the time. 4 months, 5 months. My eye waters so much from salt crystals that scratch. Ugh. Oh, I just remember when I burnt my eyeball with a curling iron. Every time I think about that, I cringe. My eye water. Okay, that's I just remember it was painful. So, what are you guys doing this weekend besides me? Nothing. I start physical therapy next week. They let us come in, but we must wear masks. Yeah. Here's the thing with the masks. Okay. Here's what I have, which does absolutely no good. Okay. It does absolutely no good because here we go. Because look how thin it is. Okay. So what's that? What's that doing for me? Nothing to start with. But you have to wear it when you go to the stores because if you don't, but I saw a guy the other day, and I'll show you what he had. This is what he had, and he was using. And I don't know how good or what. freaking asshole told him that was like okay to use a bandana like this. Now it's all open underneath. This is what he had in the store. And I'm thinking, that is doing no good. My mask is doing no good. So what is the point? What is the point? The mask protects someone well if you wear the right ones, but I also saw someone in the store that was doing this with the mask under his chin. And the woman where I went to the deli counter could not hear a word I was saying through the mask. So I was yelling, literally yelling at her to get my order. She kept saying, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm like, well, no, he wasn't. He didn't, though. He had the bandana was hanging down. It was like so. And me, I go up to the deli counter and I have my mask on and I have it on right. It's covering my face and I'm ordering my food. And she's like, what? What? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm like, ah. So I had to pull it out so she could hear me. Like that did no good. You know what I mean? Like, wow. So I don't understand it. I, and if everybody's not wearing them and it's mandatory, it is mandatory here to wear a mask, but everybody's not doing it. And then the other day, I went to the Dollar General because I had to get some stuff. I like the Dollar General, okay? The shampoo and stuff is name brand shampoo and it's cheaper. Okay? It's even cheaper than Walmart. So I went to the Dollar General and there was a woman with her kid. No masks. Either of them had no masks on. None. And it's mandatory here. So I'm sick of the masks too. I honestly, Samara, I get claustrophobia when I'm wearing them. I get claustrophobia. I actually, it's like I can't breathe. It's like I hyperventilate. That's what I do. As soon as I get out of the store, I'm in the fresh air. It comes off because I can't stand it, especially when it's really hot out. But it's better than holding your breath while shopping at lightning speed. Exactly. On roller skates. Can you imagine? We're, on, we're all on skateboards going through the store holding our breath, like trying not to breathe. I will check to make sure you're not bugged, sweetie. They just made it mandatory here to wear masks. I hate masks. Oh God, morbid. Tell me about it. Thank you, by the way. I get so freaked out, not freaked out, but I do get claustrophobia from wearing it. I mean, I do. It's like, it's like I start to get like a panic. I guess it's like a panic attack if I have to wear it for any length of time. That's why I go in and I go out. I mean, I'm in that store and out of that store within probably the longest it takes me is to go through the cash register. Which, by the way, the other day, my Mac card wouldn't work. So I'm thinking, why isn't it working? It kept going, can't process, can't process, can't process. I'm embarrassed because I'm thinking, well, everybody thinks I have no money in my account. So I had to pay with cash. So I paid with cash. I go over to the bank. There's freaking, thousands of dollars in my account. And my bank card gets rejected. Like, what the hell is going on? Wow. God damn. I'm telling you, everything's gone wonky lately. Thank God I had cash on me because I don't always take cash on me to the store. You know what I mean? Like I would have had to put everything back. It sucks. Seriously, it sucks. What did Malcolm? What is the alternative though? Look, wear one, protect others from. I go by whatever they tell me to do. I do it. I do it. But the other day, I had no choice but to go because she couldn't hear me to go like this to talk because she could not hear me. She said, "What? What?" I mean, I repeated myself like a bunch of times. You likely just gave someone an idea. Wait, what? Hey, Vamp, how are you? Or is it Blood? I'm not sure which one it is. Is it Blood or Vamp? Carla, that has happened to me several times in the past month with my card. I know. It's like I was so embarrassed because I tried it two different times, and then I thought, well, if I try it a third time, it's gonna say my card is like rejected or whatever. So I just like I pressed the button and got a cashier, and she had this big thing over her, like this big, shield over her. But I'm thinking I'm giving you money, which is the filthiest thing that they say money is like one of the filthiest things. Hey, Blood. How you doing, Blood? Check the strip on your car. It's a chip. It's a chip. It's I hardly ever use it, especially in the last, let's see, since March, April, May, June, July, almost 5 months. I've barely used it. Kiss my axe. Wear your mask, Karen. You are protecting others, not yourself. I wear my mask. Oh my God, yes. Carla would rock those skates. Yeah, I've barely ever been on a skateboard. I think I'd break my neck. We went to just before this pandemic happened. My grandson had a roller skating party. I'm telling you, I can't roller skate. Can't roller skate. Thank God he got to have his birthday party he got to have his birthday party before all this happened. It was a month before it happened. Actually, it was the end of February because he couldn't have it on his birthday. Thank you, Samara, sweetie. Oh, thank you, thank you. Was he calling me Karen? Are they calling me Karen? Kiss my axe. Okay, why am I getting trolls in here? We're not talking about anything. Okay, here's what kills me. They have companies working from home, but their websites are crashing. They forgot to keep a tech guy on payroll to fix glitches. Wow. Yeah. I don't know why people do that. Do you set an alarm in the morning to get up to troll people? Like, what the hell is wrong with people? I have so much better things, so much more better things to do than troll anybody's live stream. Maybe because the odd troll wakes up early and you are live. Well, you said two words that were right. Odd troll. They are odd. Anybody that spends their time making troll names to troll people. Well, troll names aren't bad because there are some funny trolls, but the ones that come in here just to disrupt the chat, it just why? Why? Yeah, I am up early. I'm probably not going to be long though today. Like it's definitely not going to be a 4-hour stream today because I have to go to the store. Here's what I have to do today. I have to go to the store and get some stuff. I might even I might treat myself. I haven't treated myself in an oxymoron phrase, I know, but those were the words I had. I thought it was cute. So nobody wants to come up on panel and chit chat with me. Losers, exactly. Samara, you got it. I love that. It, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why do it? Like, what's the point? My keyboard is so filthy. I'm gonna have to clean my screen too. It's really full of fingerprints because I kind of have a kind of laptop that it can be, it can go into tablet mode, so I can touch screen. I can touch screen and I can, you know. So, well, everyone, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you, Carla and Samara, for the prayers. When I get more pics, I'll send you one if you want. Take care. Yeah, I would love that. You have a great day, Morbid, and take care of your neck and your back. I asked Ems if she was serving cucumbers. No answer at all. She better milk them first. Oh my gosh. That was okay. Everybody has to admit that was like the funniest thing ever, ever, ever. So I'm going to throw the link in the chat in case anybody wants to come up and just talk for a little bit. I'm not going to be on long, I swear. I'm not. I slept so good though last night. I did. I mean, I watched Stephanie Harlow and I watched her live. I can't believe, I mean, really could not keep up with the chat because there was so many people in that chat. You know, anybody got a funny story to tell? Let's have something funny to tell. Like if you have a funny story or a goofy story or a happy story or something that's, you know, cool, funny, nice. I don't want anything like depressing because I want to start my weekend off on a good start. You have a funny story, but never going to tell them ever. I went to Gray Hughes' channel for a bit because I love when he does cold case. Oh yeah, that's right. He was doing a cold case last night. I did see a little bit of his channel, a little tiny bit. That's about all that I watched last night. Like uh I didn't watch a whole lot last night. I just watched, mostly watched Stephanie Harlow because I was kind of binge watching videos on her channel because she's got so many good like um I'm still watching this. It's a four-parter. It's the murder of, oh, who was it? I gotta check. I gotta remember the name because it's a really good series and it's a four-parter. Um, let me see if I can find it. It's really good though. Um, Good Lord. Hang on. Let me see. It's which one? I'm sorry. I'll find it. Um, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Why can't I find it? I just watched it. It's a really good, it's a really good series. It's about these three girls. It's kind of like, let me see if I can find it. Oops. There was so many. Oh, The Life and Death of Shanda Scherer. It's a four-parter and it's really, 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 really good. It's a really good. If you want to see it, it's a four-parter and it's a really good series. I'm closing my camera off. I am not looking at myself this morning. I look like crap. Did you watch Big Brother when Dan won, or when there was Chilltown, Mac 11? Was that the guy that was on her panel last night? Was his name Dan? Um, who's out of prison? Oh, all those girls? The ones that killed her? Oh my gosh. I'm just to the part, I'm on the second part where that she got in the car and um they're taking her to where they killed her. And it's really, 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 really creepy. Except I think one. Is it the one that actually wanted to kill her? They should all be in prison forever. Yeah, I'm not quite at that part yet, Samara, but I definitely, yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that part. She is out, the one that Ashley wanted. Oh, that pisses me off because she was 12 years old, that child. 12 years old. I actually have no sympathy for those girls. I really don't. I'm sorry, but oh, no, you're not. Mac, hey, hang on. Let me throw the link out again. Hang on. Try again. I don't know why. Didn't work because nobody's here. Yeah, you have to try the link again because nobody's backstage. What the heck? Hey, Jerome. Salut. How you doing? Yes, I don't know why. Nothing. The link, I guess the link didn't work. Can someone try the link to make sure it works? StreamYards. I don't know why it didn't work. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Hey,
Hello?
hi, how are you?
Am I on am I am I
You're
there? Oh, I see
you're
me.
here. You're here.
This is weird. I see me on StreamYards, but oh, maybe it's lagging. Oh, there I am. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I was getting tired of typing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're up. So, yeah.
Funny story. Well, I'm starting to celebrate my August birthday this weekend. It is August the 6th is the actual day, but I'll probably celebrate it on into September this year.
Oh, really?
My
You know
family's
what?
getting rather concerned.
My son's birthday is August 5th.
5th?
Yeah, the 5th
Mine is
next
the
week.
6th.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm 97, you know,
Oh, of course.
and I'm not a Karen.
You're not a
That's so
Karen.
dumb.
No, I'm a Karen, I guess.
No, you're not. Just because the troll said it? Yeah. No.
Yeah, some troll that came in here. But you
Yeah.
know what? Who gets up early in the morning to troll? Me,
And
my channel.
uh,
You know?
I know it. No, actually, though, there's, when you think about the timing, there's the Lab Stats. There's a few channels that are on 24 hours, and there's yourself. So, come
Hmm.
on. If you're
Yeah.
a troll, trolls got to troll.
Yeah. Trolls get trolled.
But
I don't troll them.
you were mentioning the mask, and back in March it was mandatory here, and
Hmm.
we went through that then, and we hated it, but well, we had to do it because the first fine was $1,000,
Uh-huh.
and it looked more inviting to wear the mask,
Yeah.
so we did. We wore it, yeah,
Right. Hmm.
but
Well, we
it's
wanted to.
hot.
I always thought, well, at first, and this is how, like, I didn't take this. virus seriously at first, but at first I thought it was to protect ourselves, but it's to protect other people from if in case we have it. You know what I mean?
right? If everybody had N95, when you wear one of those, you protect yourself and you protect everybody else. And then with the dust masks, you protect them, anybody you're around. And if they have a mask on, they protect you. Now, more
Yeah.
people are they were wearing them in March, big time up here, and the cops got slacker and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And but now my husband's seeing them back again, wearing them. We've been pretty good with the cases. I was tested last week, last on Friday. I damn near
Really?
dropped. Yeah, they nabbed me going into the hospital.
Well, yeah. I
They
think don't
asked
they
me,
have to though?
well, you had to have a chest X-ray to be able to see your GP. Okay, I could live with that. And a good friend of ours actually stopped me at the
Hey,
door
Precious.
and said, "Do you have this? Do you have that?" Uh, and I said yes to cough. Well, that was it. I was put in this really weird room that I'd never seen before in the hospital. And let's see, the nurse practitioner was sent in to ask me questions. I thought it was my doctor. You put a mask on people, and everybody looks the same, right?
Yeah,
I
pretty
mean,
much.
she looked like my doctor. Same color hair, same height.
And somebody said yesterday, and this is true, when you have your mask on, people don't know if you're smiling, frowning, growling.
Oh,
And
I was
another girl
crap.
said, I love to wear lipstick, but what's the point if I have to wear if
You know
I
what people
have to
should
wear a
do?
mask? Nobody's gonna see my lipstick anyways.
You know
So
what people should do though is put the lipstick on the outside of their mask.
there you go. That's a good idea.
As stupid as it would
I've
look.
seen so many pretty masks, like,
Oh,
like people have been really getting creative with the
yep.
masks that they've been wearing. So,
I ordered some
anyway.
of Diane's.
Oh, did you? How
Well,
how did you get it?
not yet because I'm way up in Nova Scotia, far,
Mm.
far east, Canada.
So how is
So
how is how are the cases in Canada? Are they?
in on our okay, where we are, we're in Nova Scotia, but we live on a chain of 7 islands connected by bridges or ferries.
Hmm.
So, and we're in the country. Zero cases. There's been zero cases in our neck of the woods for a couple months.
Oh, really?
However, the capital of our province is just overrun and they're acting reckless. And I feel like going up and smacking them all in the mouth. But do I? you know, it's kind of like they're not social distancing. They're not wearing masks. They're just acting very irresponsible. I don't know.
Some people are. I've noticed. Some people just don't give a crap. You know, they just think about themselves. Case in point is all the the what do you call it? The protests. I mean,
Oh,
when you watch the protests, I mean, most
yeah.
of them,
We
um,
we're having them up here in solidarity for the protesters down there, and I'm thinking fools, you know. But
mhm,
they'd be the ones that would probably hop in a plane go down there if they could easily, right? So
right.
idiots. But yeah, I mean, I get people want to protest, but now's not the time. And over masks, put the darn thing on.
That's
I
right.
don't know.
Yeah. I mean, well, here it's a law, but I mean, what good is it doing if not everybody's doing? Like I said, that guy was wearing that bandana and he didn't
Yeah,
even have it, close to his face. Like he was wearing it like a
yeah,
bank
a little,
robber would wear it,
yeah.
like to
Well,
rob a bank. Like it's like, what? And then the other one walking around the store like this. Like I'll show
yeah.
you. I'll turn the camera on, just walking around the store like this. Like,
Oh, I know.
excuse me, what good is that doing me?
None,
Not doing much
none.
good for me. I'm
But you
protecting
know
you.
what?
You're not
If I
protecting.
saw the likes, if I saw the likes of that, I'd move more than 6 feet away.
Oh,
Really, I'd
definitely.
I'd scoot like way over there somewhere.
But
But
I've seen it a lot, though. I've seen it a
you
lot
know what
here.
I'm concerned about? The kids are going back to school the third week here,
Oh, I am
and
too. Hi, Jane.
little little ones are not going to be so quick to put the masks on. The little ones, if we find it hot and uncomfortable and they're just a standing mask, what are they going to be like?
Well, and somebody was on the panel yesterday saying that it's not healthy because they're not getting the oxygen they need.
Well,
Carla,
now,
they would be kicked out here. Yeah,
now
well,
the,
they
the,
should do it here, but I think people are doing it on the sly. They're thinking people aren't seeing it.
yep, they're in schools. They have to wear them in the hallways where they can't social distance properly. They have to wear
Mhm.
them on the bus if they ride the bus, and
I
if the
wonder and I'm going to ask Jane this. I wonder what they wanted the teachers to do. Like
oh,
I mean, they're talking about the
I
students,
know
but what
what
about the teachers? And
I
the
know what the
teachers,
Canadian teachers are doing. Well, I'm a teacher. My husband's a
mhm,
teacher. A
really.
lot of them, first of all, wrote their wills.
Hmm.
They're scared to
Oh
death to go
goodness.
back.
Well, of course, you don't
Yeah,
know.
I
You
mean,
don't know
God.
if and that's the thing that you have to
Oh,
be scared of too is the carriers we are doing
gee.
online. That's the way. Yeah, that's the way I think it should be. Like if I had a kid right now that was
Yeah,
in school, they would be
yeah,
doing it
yeah.
online.
But
Hey,
a lot of
Brenda.
that'd be interesting to hear what Jane and what Jane knows and share it. That's interesting.
Well, she can
Is
come up if she wants. I don't
Oh,
know if she
Jane,
wants to
yeah, that'd
come
be
up.
interesting to share.
Yeah.
Because for some
Um,
reason, but you know what? It's a babysitting service in our province, so everybody's going back to school. Kick them out of the house.
well, and that's what I'm
I
thinking
don't
too. A
like
lot of
that.
the parents that want their kids to go
Yeah,
back to school
our numbers are going to go up right across the
are the
country. Boom.
ones that are working
Yep,
are going back to work and they need that
I
you
get
know
that. Yep, but you know what? That's it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Really?
yeah, it is. And and I feel sorry for the people that have been out of work,
Oh,
but I mean, I don't know. I just see our life hasn't changed. My husband and I's life hadn't,
yeah.
because he was one of the four workers in his office that kept his job all through this, because there was four different offices and he was one of the essential ones in the office. But how long is that going to last? Like,
I
you know what
know.
I mean?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like a lot of businesses are working from home. But,
Right.
like, if you try and access their website, like, we get water brought in for drinking because we have a mountain reservoir for our water. Okay, but the site is no longer working. So where I used to jump on every month and just pay, Jane, why don't you come up and tell us what's going on in your neck of the woods in education?
We are still playing it ear to ear, but online first semester. Yeah,
Wow.
and I think that's actually a good idea. My daughter's homeschooled from March until a week ago. I don't think the little kids have to wear masks here. It is compulsory for adults. And see,
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with that. Like I'm just not.
Yeah, I'm afraid for the kids. I
I'm not
am.
comfortable with that for the kids or the teachers. Like I worry about the teachers too. Like,
Yep. Yep.
you know, they're the ones that are gonna,
Especially in schools where you have a large class size and those kids will not be socially distanced far enough, and they're going to be in there for, well, the day. I think recesses are going to be curbed, and where my husband works, the cafeteria will deliver food to the classrooms versus the kids coming in the cafeteria. They can't sanitize it, like every day enough.
and how well do kids listen, really, seriously?
Well, little ones, they're going to cry.
Especially the little ones. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to be able
They're
to
going to
handle
be
that, right?
picking their noses and you know what I mean? They're little. They're not
Bring
going
a
to
cup
know.
of Jane, bring a cup of coffee for Carla for crying out loud.
Yeah, please.
Where's Miss Demeanor today?
Okay, hon. Oh, Misdemeanor's her tooth was bothering her today, so
Oh,
she went back to bed. She just couldn't do it. Like she's
oh.
gonna call her. She said she was gonna call her dentist as soon as they open and get some more antibiotics. She did.
Our dentist is a good friend. I dated him at university. That was a bummer and a real mess of a date, but a couple of dates. But he keeps calling us, when are you coming back? And I'm like, are you nuts? I'm not letting you drip drool in my mouth right now. It's too freaking dangerous. Back off, boy. I mean, everybody's over nervous. Like I was telling you about the cards from Florida, we were all freaking out up here. There's hardly anybody in. Pretty much everybody has been escorted back to the border. Thank God. Which may sound
Well,
cruel,
are
but
all the borders closed now?
yeah, they were closed when they got in. But the ones that made it this way said they were going to, wait for it, Alaska. Alaska's to the left, Nova Scotia to the right. Hello. It's just simple. Like, you know, Alaska's on the west coast, right?
Alaska's, yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or
And we're
north,
way on the
northwest.
east coast. So
Right.
then they just got chucked right back. I
Oh,
mean,
here's Remy.
good.
I gotta check. Okay, Remy. Hi, Remy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I just wanted to touch on what Jane was saying. Excuse me. And
Morning,
what
Mammy.
Mac. Hi, Mac. And what Mac left. Sorry, I'm in my refrigerator. And yes, that's the little one because I just want him to go back to school, but in a way I don't. So what they're doing here is they are doing half days, half weeks actually too. Excuse me. Hold on one second. I've got a horrible, horrible call.
Oh,
So
no.
I did
Get
something
your
to my
mask
ribs.
on, Carla.
I
Pardon
went.
me?
I went and got a pedicure, and I guess
Oh.
I must have put the massager thing in the chair a little too high. So
Mhm.
my ribs are like just so painful, and I have stomach issues anyway. But anyways, so they're doing like half weeks. I guess they're doing that, therefore they can sanitize the schools. But there's no cafeteria being open, no gym class, no recess, nothing like that.
No.
I have a little one. And I'm just like, this
What are you going to do?
yeah, this is getting to be like, well, what's going on? And, I have to say, yes, they've done an okay job with the online learning, at least for the
Nobody was
little
ready.
guys.
Nobody was ever ready for something like this, Remy, I think.
No,
You
No.
know?
there was
was
no
no
plan in
precedent.
place.
And it was
Yeah.
so weird because the other night my husband was watching hockey.
Yeah,
And
nobody in.
I looked, nobody in
nobody
the.
there.
I said, nobody's in the stand.
I
He said,
know.
nobody can go in the stands. And they were
Nope.
playing, and I think they were playing in Ottawa or it was in Canada somewhere. But I
It
looked
was,
at I said, look, there's
yeah, it
nobody
was
here.
odd.
Like, it must be
Yeah.
weird for the players too to play. Like, it must be weird for the kids. They don't have recess. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
just
And
got
the
to
little
be.
ones, like Mac was saying, they're not going to wear masks. My
They're
kid
going
is
to
not going to wear a
cry.
mask.
Nope, they're going to cry. They will not wear. They will put it on their heads, on their butts,
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
it'll
They'll
be
play
flying
with it.
around.
Yeah.
It'll
Mhm.
become
People know.
underwear.
You know.
Well, and they're kids, so you don't.
Mhm.
It's they're going to wonder why.
They'll start But
And what kid is going to keep their hands away from their face
that's right.
I'm
and
an
be
adult and I can hardly keep my hands
sanitizing
away from
Yeah.
my
and
face.
sanitizing their hands every
And
5 minutes and
here
washing
they,
their hands?
Mm-hmm.
No
here they
kid
have to
I
bring
know does that.
wipes. Here the little ones have to bring wipes and a filled bottle of hand
Mhm.
cleaner. And I'm thinking, what?
Yeah,
Great.
Yeah.
we are
Kindergartens won't
responsible to
like
provide
that
that.
stuff. I'm sorry, but they're too little.
Yeah, like I said,
But
mine's a little guy, and
Yeah, they
he's
just
he's not gonna
can't.
wear a mask. I was like, are you kidding me? And
Oh,
when
they're gonna
I
cry.
just got the
and they're going to
information
have to be
yesterday.
told to wash their hands because they're not
Yep.
going to do it on.
No.
Come on, they're
No,
And they
not
go
going to
into
do
the
it. A lot
bathroom.
of them aren't going to do it on their own. They're going to have
most
to be
won't.
told. Are you going to be there? Are you going to hire someone to be there to tell these
Mm-hmm.
kids
That's what I was
after?
just gonna say.
Actually,
You
where my
know,
husband is, they're gonna have um, two or more workers. Like the tea trays are gonna be placed elsewhere, which is
Yeah,
at
they'll
the
have like
bathroom, only
paraprofessionals or
allowing them
something.
one in the bathroom at a time, and making sure that they clean and then wash their hands and
That
use to clean the doorknobs and everything. It's gonna be, and
one
there's males at the male boy bathroom, but
wow. That's just.
it's nuts.
But then again, at the same time, I will say for the littles, like the little
Hmm.
guys and the girls, the online learning isn't. It's basically videos. Like school sent home a packet, right? I put
Yeah.
this in the chat. Sight words because my son has special needs and
Hmm.
sight words. The weather, writing, etc. I'm looking through this. He said he already knows all this because
Yeah.
we've been working, and thankfully his therapists are awesome. And I said, but what about the parents that have been working through all this? What are they
Right.
supposed to? How?
That's the
What?
problem. That's the problem.
My son's father has been working through all this. He has no idea what's
But
going on with
did
school.
the teachers have a say in all this? I mean,
Nope.
did they have a
No.
vote, or it's
No.
In
just
my state, yes.
Because I'll tell you why they didn't hear. They didn't have because of the administration, because of politics, because of pressure from like the constituents. Really, the teachers just didn't have a say. You know what I mean?
See, they did hear. There's some, I don't know, the teachers union, whatever you call it.
Oh yeah, we have a
They
strong
actually
one. Yeah.
they held it over our state government and said we're not going back unless you do A, B, and C.
Yeah.
And they
Well.
were given exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
They were,
Kind of.
because they want to get the kids back to school. However,
the
at the
kids
same
want to go back to,
time,
a lot of kids want
yeah,
to go back to school, but they
the
don't realize,
socialization too.
I don't think they realize what it entails completely. You know what I mean? Because I know
Well,
my
my son
grandkids,
hasn't been out since this whole thing happened. The parks are shut down, library is
Yeah.
shut down.
mhm.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And I'm like, buddy, I'm sorry, there's nothing to
Now,
do. And I
if we lived
feel
in different
so
parts of
bad.
Canada, they're like really, it's odd. All schools are going back in Canada. They're not saying, okay, well, the ones in Alberta, if you've got this rate, if you're hotspot, you don't
Hmm.
close. And then, or if you're in BC, or if you're in these areas in Ontario, it's the same rule for everybody, and no restrictions, no
Oh,
bending of the
wow.
rules at all, which is stupid.
Mhm.
Because Toronto is really bad still, and Edmonton, Alberta, I believe, is a really bad spot as well. And do you know what I mean? Like
None yes,
Vancouver, British Columbia.
Yep, I
Carla, yes,
understand
our
exactly what you're
teachers
saying.
are all writing letters to the district, so they decided to let the parents decide. Now,
Yeah, they're
Yes.
kind of leaving it up to,
parents.
the choice is there for the kids to go back.
And
Mhm.
I
the
was even
thing,
sent a survey.
there's
Right.
another
And
thing that's interesting too. That is affecting this. I think a lot of teachers, you work for 10 months of the year, but your pay gets stretched out over 12 months a year. There are people
well,
that won't get a check if they don't go back. You just don't continuously get paid. You did until July of
yeah, see,
this
it's
year.
different here. They can collect unemployment, and they're getting like an extra.
Oh no, yeah,
Those
they
on
collect
unemployment are
unemployment.
getting an extra, I think, up to 600.
However, if they refuse unemployment, I mean, if they refuse going back to work, they then lose their
Yeah,
unemployment here anyway,
yep. You're making that official
and
choice.
you could lose your
Well,
job.
then you all made that decision for them,
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
because I
Yeah,
Well,
mean, people have
y-
to live, they have to pay their rent, they have to
yep.
eat.
Teachers
yep.
So
have to earn their salary
you're
to keep the position, and parents need to be able to go back to work. You know what I mean?
And there's no, here in my state, daycares are not open. No child care facility is open.
mhm.
So in a way, it's like we kind of need them to go back to school if you're a working parent, because and your kid is not old enough, to stay home alone. Because who's going to watch your kid? Who's going to take care of your kids
Yep.
if they are not allowed back in school? So it's a catch
And that's
22.
where my
Yeah.
heart goes out to single parents that
Oh
have to
yeah,
work, that have kids, that have, especially single, and I'm single mothers and fathers, but it's mostly single mothers,
yep,
because it's mostly
Yeah.
the women that are single with children. They're the ones that are going to have to go to work, and they're the ones that are
yep,
panicking right now because what
Yeah.
am I
yep.
going
The
to do?
mothers are
What am I
usually
going
the
to do?
ones that
That's right.
take on the residential custody
Yeah,
of the children
I mean, it's a fact.
and stuff like that.
I'm not
No, it's not
being,
being sexist or
sexist
anything.
or
Yeah.
anything. It's just a fact that it's
And
most.
you'll
That's just
see
how it
with
is.
peer pressure, more kids will actually end up going back. Parents, like the kids will hear that their friends are going back, and then
Hmm.
the parents will say, okay. Yeah. I mean, it is difficult. And though a lot of teachers panicked here, I looked on my Twitter timeline and I saw so many teachers, oh my God, I'm getting my well made up. And I
And
thought,
and since
okay,
the
Some
schools have
actually
to
they're doing
follow
it mostly state by state.
and
are
since they
they?
have to, The schools
We
have to
should.
follow the requirements, though, that are put into
Yep.
place by the government,
That's
which
right.
hasn't been announced yet. So nobody knows. It's all up in the air, and nobody knows,
See, my state
where
isn't.
things
My
are.
state just sent out. This is what's going to have to happen. This is
Uh-huh.
what we're doing, and that's it. So
Yep.
I had
If you
heard.
don't like it, quit.
Yeah,
You know.
I had heard or read an article somewhere that they were leaving it upstate state, and I figured,
Yeah.
well, they are because I got the email and the letter in the mail. They do still do snail mail, and that's what it said. They said, this is the hours that were, it's not a full day of school at all.
No, but
It's
still,
not 5 days a week. It's half a week. There's no gym. There's no this. There's no that. Blah 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 blah.
well, M's made a good point. What about the teachers' kids,
Yeah,
their
yeah,
parents too?
that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
good
you
point.
know, they either had babysitters before or they're school age and they're in school.
Yep.
Eh,
My kid's teacher just had a baby last month.
really?
I was like, oh my gosh.
That I mean,
Okay,
And-
Ems, if
horrible.
you had a baby now, I'm asking Ems this, like hypothetically, you had a baby now. I mean, your kids are older, but if you had a baby right now, or not a baby, like a school age child, and
Like if she
it
had
was
my
time
kid.
for you to go back to work, how would you go back to work? Would you stay at home and homeschool your child? I mean, just a hypothetical here.
Yeah, but then that turns into a
Well,
question
she
of
could
income.
because her husband
Yeah,
works, so she could. But I'm
But
just wondering, like, if you have the choice, a lot of I mean, two income families that have a choice, but there's one income families that don't have a choice. They have to
like
go back.
we're a one income family. And I want to, believe me, I want to go back to work.
oh, I believe it. Yeah.
But
The
right now it's
social.
impossible. It's
Yeah.
impossible. There's nothing I
Frenchie
can do.
says, single mom and struggling already have. They need the monetary system in order to provide some balance. You can't ignore the fact that this has to stop, and it's not easy, but can be achieved.
What
Well,
can be achieved?
But you know what? I say yes. Obviously, start re-entering society, but be
Mhm.
so cautious about the masks and social distancing. And it's not being done. You can't let one thing go for another.
I
but
can always.
but how can you with children? I'm talking about the smallest,
Yeah.
the younger children,
Well,
because
that's me.
right,
I have
your
a little
son,
one,
yeah, and
and
but
thank God his
he
father has been
has to
working.
be told, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. He has to be told to wash his hands. He has to be,
Oh
you know
no,
what I
I
mean?
actually have to do it with him because
Exactly.
he's
Yeah, he's
special
special
needs.
needs.
It's different. But I don't know. I have no idea anymore.
See, Em says
It's
not a
insane.
chance. Not a chance you would go back to work. Correct. Well, some people have the luxury that they can stay home,
Yeah.
and some people don't. And
Like
that's the people I feel for, like really feel
Yep.
for, are the
Like
ones that don't have
my
a choice.
sister-in-law is a single mother, and she's been home. She needs to go back to work. She's like,
Yeah.
I have a mortgage to pay. I have a car payment to pay. I have that to pay, this to pay. I have to take care of my kids. Somebody's got to buy food,
The stress. Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's just it's
What do they expect? All these people to go on welfare?
Well,
I
there
was
won't be.
just gonna say that, Carla.
The
I was
system
just
will
gonna say
Well,
crash.
that's the alternative. Because if they
Yeah.
go back to work and the only alternative for them is, to stay at home and they're not getting an income, what else can they do? They have to.
That's right.
Not who's going to
Well,
pay for that?
luckily, I know that if kid qualifies for free or reduced lunch, what they did is they gave out what's called PEBT. It was food
Yeah.
stamps. It's the pandemic food stamp thing.
But
And
you had paid for, or the school was providing the lunches, right?
no, here
Oh.
they're
Well, they
doing
were.
what's called a grocery pickup,
Oh,
and you can
cool.
go once a month. And I don't take advantage of it just because we don't need it right now. But if your kid qualifies rather for free or reduced lunch, they gave I think it was about a lump sum of about $500 for the month of
Wow.
May and June though.
Morning,
only.
Diana.
So $500 for the 2 months, and yeah, it helps absolutely. But at the same time, I mean, many families struggle during the summer because the kids are home,
Right.
and they still have to eat,
Yeah.
and if there's nothing coming in, if you're not working, how are these? You know what I'm
Ems
saying?
would
Like,
like
how are
link,
they eating?
Carla.
Who? What?
Ems would like
Mm.
link, Carla.
Um,
Um,
If you
yes,
talk about a
yes,
dildo, I swear to
absolutely.
God.
You watch
But
the first word, the first
yep,
cucumbers will be in it. Bet.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
sorry, Diane. I fell asleep actually. I know I didn't. I'll
Do
go
you hear
back
that,
and watch
Remy?
it though.
She's trying to say that we put her to sleep. I don't believe it.
I just think that like Carla was saying, this has got to be so hard on single parents that have to go back to work. They have no choice. They can't refuse, like you said, Mac. They can't refuse going back to work if it's
Yeah,
offered,
that's
because
right.
then the unemployment goes away, and the
It's such a
unemployment
double-edged
is
sword.
going away
You're
anyway
kind of,
soon.
yep. And the United States is in a very peculiar position right now. They're at there's still hot spots, but there's also, if everybody would wear the damn masks and social distance, um, there's a greater chance of lessening the number of cases that will happen.
See, I'm lucky. I'm in one of the lowest states, the
Oh,
lowest.
wow. That's good.
And we go along with New York and New Jersey, and anybody coming from, I think there's 41 states. Anybody coming from those states has to actually quarantine if they come here, or to New York or New
Yeah,
Jersey.
same here. Yeah.
But how are they going to police that? Like,
Guess
you know
what?
what I'm saying? How are
Our RCMP are policing them, and they're not quarantining. There you go.
it's insanity. I
All
have a
the
It's
funny
tourists
story
got sent
though.
like
back.
I have a funny story regarding the social distancing. So I'm in the Walgreens, right? And they have these little circles on the floor, like 6 feet away. So I'm standing on my circle, and there's a guy in front of me, right? And he turns to me and says, "Back up." I said, "I'm on my circle. You're not on your circle. You go on your circle. I'm on my circle. You just go on your circle. Just
Wanda
stay
said,
on your circle, and I'll stay on
I've
mine."
had no choice but to get to work so we can
Yeah,
feed people. My son and
Yep.
daughter get private daycare from moms who
yeah.
can't go back to work.
Those are some of the best daycares ever.
Essential.
Hey,
Essential
Adam.
worker, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm in New York and I got the same
Um,
letter you're referring to, Remy. I got the same letter. 100% in school is out of the question. It is not happening.
yep.
However, they're putting
Ow.
together two different plans. Both are going to be hybrid, 2 days in, 3 days off.
Yep.
But
Yep.
here's the kicker, though. So everyone's going to be planning for this.
Yeah.
But
And then what
if
if they change it?
They'll have
next
to
week,
change it if it peaks up again.
well, next week, the governor is going to be releasing what's going to happen. And all these plans are being put in place. And if the governor comes in and says, nope, it's all, digital learning for the first semester,
Yeah.
then all these parents are going to have to start scrambling.
Yep. They're
So
Yeah.
gonna just
these,
be going nuts.
these letters we got, people should not, hold
I don't
them.
put much stock into it.
Right, absolutely. Because at the, at the end of the day, these
M's robot.
schools, which are part of our government, have to follow.
Stop
Am I
eating
roboting?
cucumbers while you're on talking.
I'm sitting in Walmart parking lot.
You're
Oh,
not
really?
eating a cucumber or
But
something.
it should be interesting to
Oh.
see how it all works
And
out.
I get, the
Yeah.
governors have a lot of burden on them right now because they want to make the best choice for the people in their state. Every governor, I'm sure, does. And they're kind of thinking, okay, because it changes, right? They may open schools and it may not be a hot spot in particular counties, but the whole state has said this is it. We're not going to have hot spots one rule, no hot spots another rule. Everybody has a clear across the state rule. And then all of a sudden the number of cases go up, boom. So then what? They
So
close it. Parents have gone back to work. Oh my God, see?
so I golfed recently, a few weekends ago, with
I'm
a school
shocked.
super with a school superintendent who's about an hour away in a pretty big district. And when I was listening to how stressed out he was, I felt so bad. People don't realize what's happening behind the scenes with these schools, and you got so many parents that are angry at the schools. It is not the school's fault. The admins are just,
Yeah.
doing what
Yeah.
they're told to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a catch-22. Nobody wins, and there's nothing set in place for something like this. I mean, if we're to learn from a pandemic, it would be the Spanish flu, and heck, that happened way back when people left school and they're 10, 12, 14. So we have nothing to base it on. I guess we're setting something up for the future. Let's hope we never have one this bad, again.
Yep. People don't realize that if school opens up and
Yeah,
there's
could shut
cases that
down.
pop up, which
Boom,
absolutely
close.
is going to happen.
Yep, then they have to close
Kids
it.
are going to get this. The
Yep,
schools are going to be shut down so fast,
yep.
because it's a huge liability issue.
They built
Huge.
they built kind of like an older area where my husband is, and they have the health nurse, and she's got a bunch of nurses. Actually, they'll be doing the temps. They're going to take the kids temps, and the kids have temps. They're calling their parents to come and pick them up and take them home.
Yep.
And then if the kids have other symptoms and they're going to give them sheets, then they're to take them to the nearest test. There's 2 fairly close testing areas. It's, I mean, we're doing pretty good in cases where I am, but that could change, you know?
Yeah, it's going to change. Um,
Yeah,
think about this. I mean, where is the number one place that all of the sickness happens? Think about it for a minute. The
schools. Yep,
flu,
schools.
head
Yep,
lice, everything, every illness you can imagine. Where's the number one place that it ramps up? School. It's going to happen.
I know. Everything spreads in schools. That's true.
That's
Yep.
because kids aren't careful. Kids don't cover their mouth. They don't,
I,
they're not they're dirty little beasts,
I love the years that I taught grade 1, but honest to God, I got German measles. I got mumps. I mean, I got, what else? I got chicken pox. It's like, oh,
Yep.
come on. But yeah,
Yep. I believe it.
but I wasn't going to stop giving them their little hugs in the morning when they came in because that was something that was important to them. Hey,
hmm
yep.
I just think it's going to be really hard for
Ah,
parents especially single parents right now that are,
exactly.
uh,
And in my classrooms, I had over 31, 32, 35 children. You couldn't social distance those little seats. I mean, even if they moved out the back half of the room that I was in, you couldn't even get, you might be able to get 3 feet at best. That's
Sorry
not
about
enough.
that.
So,
Here's a scary thing. You know that there's going to be a lot of parents that say, okay, I need to feed my children, but I don't have daycare.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
know.
my kids are going to stay home alone,
I
and
know.
we're going to
Yep.
start seeing major safety things
Yes.
pop
Uh-huh.
up
yeah,
too
You're
if
right.
they put parents in that position.
They
Well,
yeah,
need
and
to,
it's not like how it used to be. Like, I used to
yeah.
come home alone from school when I was 9, 10 years old and stay home alone.
But you were
But it
a
was a
good
different
girl.
time.
Yeah.
It was just different. I knew, don't turn on the stove, don't burn down the house, don't do stupid shit. But but I was a latchkey kid, single mom with 3 kids, has to go to work.
She had to do what she had to do.
Yeah, and something, I took care of my 2-year-old brother for a while too on my own when I was home alone because you got to work, got to
Yep.
feed your kids, got
I'm
to feed
talking
yourself, you got to pay mortgage.
kindergartners.
Yeah, no,
oh my God.
yeah,
Yeah.
Kindergartners are going to be
That's like,
But
going
I
to be
know.
left home alone.
here's
They
yeah,
kind of the
cannot be left
problem.
home
all the
alone.
freaks out there too that
You
know
know,
that,
you
Yep.
you may see things change because a lot of families, well, a lot of people went to university, husband and wife, and they both want to pursue their careers because they know that their kids will be grown up one day, right, and leave home.
Yeah.
And they both want to get into the workforce. That makes sense, right? But then, the school was in place and they went from there to maybe figure skating or, here, there, or daycare for a while, whatever. But the thing is, maybe it's going to, I don't know, reshape homes. Maybe only one parent will be able to work. I
Well,
mean,
Agree.
luckily, I don't exactly have to work right now. It's not a necessity. Should it be done? Yes. But we're getting by. However, like I was saying, a kindergartner, something like that. That's me. And
Yeah.
can you imagine, like, how you can't leave a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old home alone? It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
But
But
what about
So
those that don't have a choice?
You know what
that's the point.
That's right. Yeah.
What are they
You know
going to do?
You know what I did?
What
I
about people that
contacted.
don't have anybody else? What about grandparents? Because I was
Yeah.
having
Well,
this
some
discussion
live
with
in
my
these states.
friend yesterday. We were talking about grandparents and how today's generation of grandparents,
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
almost feel, not saying all, I'm saying some, that, hey, I did my time. I don't have to watch your kids. I am not a
yep.
babysitter. I'm not here to do that.
Yeah.
I just want to come over and enjoy the fun times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So who do you rely on?
I know. Right.
I
There's
know.
no one,
Even
and with this virus thing, there's
you're going to see
nobody
that
to go
change
to.
though too.
I
You'll
think
see that
you're going to
change.
see a lot of people going to, get their like private babysitters. I think,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like for
If
me,
just
there's
an everyday housewife that doesn't have anything to do all day, but will take care of kids.
like my
I
son's
think
if
grandmother has
there's
seen him for maybe 10 minutes in the past 3 months because she's busy going off and doing whatever and
Yeah.
doing, I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell she's doing. But
And
I thought to myself when I saw her last night, I said, what if I was working? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, wow.
not
So
this
that's kind
family.
of like the mentality of some grandparents these
but
days.
we've gotten away from generations living together.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
There's
And
no more a village. There's no more village.
yeah,
Mhm.
not like you used to be.
Mm-mm.
I
Yeah.
mean,
but Remy, there really is working parents. It's go to your local Facebook pages, and there is mothers right now. I'm seeing it all over. There's mothers in the same school districts that are putting together these plans where it's like, hey, I'll have the group of kids on Monday, you have the group of kids
oh,
on Tuesday,
perfect.
and they're switching
But how are you
around.
going to pay for it if you're not working?
Well, I think that's why they're doing it. No,
If
no,
they're
no,
not,
no, no, no.
They're all
That's not what
taking
I'm saying.
so
turns.
they don't have to
Yeah.
pay.
Kid
Oh,
share,
okay.
So,
kind of.
yeah, kid share. Yep.
Yeah.
I think you are going
Yeah.
to see parents band
Yeah.
together right now to help out. I mean, if there's parents that are going to need my help, even if I'm able to,
Yeah.
I will of course help. Um,
Yeah.
we kind of have to at this point. This is not something any of us asked for, and everyone is in the same boats. These teachers, I feel for the teachers because not
Yeah.
every working person is a parent, but most teachers
Have
are a
kids.
parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
where do their little kids go? So they're in the
Yeah.
same
Right.
boat. I've
Right.
even
Of
heard of
Especially
course.
to
schools
school.
putting
Yeah.
together a plan where these teachers can bring their children to school.
Yeah.
That's going to be a huge problem.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
I remember back in the day, didn't they used to have like school daycares? Like there would be a daycare in the school in some places. I
I
don't know
never
why I
heard
Yeah,
of
that
remember
any.
that.
I don't remember that
Yeah.
ever. Not when my kids were in school, anyways. But
I don't
maybe
know why I thought that.
they have workplace daycares. I don't know why they couldn't have it in. Uh,
Well,
but and
my
here's the
college
thing.
had one.
And
That's probably why I remember that.
yeah, where my daughter used to take her
mine did
kids
too.
to daycare, it closed down. The daycare closed down. Like
Mm-hmm.
during this pandemic,
Not many, if any,
they couldn't.
daycares are even open.
No, they couldn't. But
Such a
my
sad
daughter's lucky.
situation.
Her job, she can work from home, and her husband can
Yeah.
work from home.
Well,
So
they're also doing like the Zoom. I
yeah,
can't figure it out for my
Zoom
life.
meetings.
I
I
missed
can.
it. I didn't
Well,
even know I
I
didn't even know
figured
it
it
was
out. I
happening.
finally figured it out, which is
They
pretty.
sent me the
I'm like,
email and it was like 2 weeks late. I was like, thanks, thank
mhm.
you. They're really bad
But
about
my
that stuff.
goodness, you guys, how long can that go on? Because the productivity of people, quote unquote, working from home, the productivity level is cut right in half when they have
Yeah.
little kids. So how long are businesses going to be able to sustain paying a person full-time rates and only getting 50% of the work done?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
again,
don't
You know?
know. It's I don't know. What are they gonna do?
I'll tell you something interesting. I submitted my name to a number of agencies. I had done it before, tutoring, so like different learning centers, and I was
Yep.
amazed at the massive responses, even with
Absolutely.
teaching English as a second language in Asian countries because they're in the house. They can't do this, that, and the other thing. It's unbelievable. I kind of like thought, okay, I'm not going to answer any email, and a lot of it is like for upcoming. But you see, China's been put back in isolation again.
Mac, you know what I feel bad for? I feel bad for all these parents that are going to be needing to teach their kids at home, teaching their kids Common
Yep.
Core math. Good
They
luck
can't.
with that.
Yeah.
Good
Like, I
luck.
mean, that's easy for me. And there was some others saying, "Oh my God, I can't teach printing and writing." And I'm thinking, I can. And then I was going to do a whole pile of videos. And I thought, oh my God, no, I'll do them. And nobody will come and look at them. Not that I care. It's just if I thought there was a need, I'd gladly put it out really quick, really swift. You know what I mean? And I know the parents might go, huh? And the kids go, oh, look. It's funny. You can kind of
Common
teach to the mindset of the child, but the parent may not get it. And the parents are freaked out, obviously.
Common Core
But
math freaked me out. When I first started looking at that stuff, I'm like, what? 2 plus 2 equals 15 steps? What are you talking about? 2 plus 2
well,
equals 4. You can do that shit on your fingers.
well, yeah, but you know what? Some nut job who's probably drunk all the time wrote that book and had
I mean, I
connections.
get it.
Yeah,
Teaching kids the process of learning rather than just memorization. I
Yep.
get it. But
yep.
That's
it's
where I
so
ran
whacked.
into the problem. I ran into, especially as everybody knows, with this, my son being autistic, I ran into, is he just memorizing? Is he actually learning anything from these videos? Because it's literally, you go into Google Classroom, you get a link, and it's honestly just videos. And I'm going, well, this isn't really schoolwork. He has learned, though, which I am
You
proud
kind
of
of
him
like,
for. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can now. Yeah,
Sorry, okay, I have
kind of went
headphones
out.
on. It got
And
stuck.
and then
My headphones got stuck under my arm. But with this Google Classroom, it's literally just videos, just links to a video.
Really?
mhm.
And I'm
There's no
going, well,
teachers?
Yeah.
they make like a
Online
few videos a week and that's it.
online could be done very easily. They could You could go to Zoom or Google Classroom or whatever,
Hmm.
take your 20 students, 30 students, whatever, take them in, like anybody doing a live would do.
Yep.
They don't interact too much, and if they put their hand up, then the teacher would choose. Then they can see the teacher, and he might be in the center or whatever. But he can take attendance. It can go from there. He can teach in the blackboard. Blah blah
You're
blah.
100% right.
Really
It can
simple.
be done
And
so
And they
easily.
will. They'll tweak it.
university, even university, like somebody was saying, the lady we got Donnie from, she was like, oh, she was excited. Her daughter is going into medicine. And she said, now, when are they going to do the labs? And they said, that's simple. I said, chemistry. The professor and some grad students can go in at different times, do the labs, perform them slowly, and, shoot them. And the students can just like keep looking back over them or record them. And you're going to get different results because sometimes the Erlenmeyer flags aren't cleaned out or the beakers aren't cleaned out well enough. So you're going to get contamination, etc. So and they probably would do that just for, to make sure the results are different. And
Then
then you
you
just
have,
justify.
take, for example, like you just mentioned chemistry, though. Let's take
Yep.
that as an example. The
Mhm.
equipment.
Yep.
Nobody's got a
I
Bunsen
gotta
burner
hop
in
down,
their.
ladies.
No.
Bye,
See,
Em.
Okay, have a great day, hon.
Bye.
have a
So
fun
Bye.
party. We didn't get our invite, Ems.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell,
Or
Ems?
get a
Yeah.
frog to
You
What's
dissect
could
up?
have done it,
we
that
do in
party
school.
online, Ems.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, we
invited.
should do a Zoom
We're all
party.
invited.
Yeah.
Let's crash our party.
Yeah,
Let's have a
she
graduation party
left.
for
Did you
Anne.
notice that? There was no
Yeah.
invitation. She left. I saw that.
She was in
You know,
a Walmart parking lot.
That's
So. Hey,
true.
Robbie. Hey.
Now he's
you know,
a
it's
joyous
crazy.
person.
I love
I have a
Robbie.
party to go to on Saturday. We had this big blowout planned
Wait now,
for
whose
months
birthday
for
is it coming up? Mine or
Come
yours?
on up for
mine.
a bit, Robbie.
When is yours?
Or are you going to
When
bed?
is yours, Remy?
I'm in the beginning of August.
What number? What date?
My son
Uh,
is August 5th.
What?
What day?
My
Yeah.
son is August 5th.
That's interesting.
When's yours,
That's all I'm gonna say. Mine's the 5th as well.
Mine
No,
is the
is that
6th.
really? Seriously,
Wow.
I remember your birthday always.
My husband's uncle was the 5th. And he'd say, oh, well, I'm just
Well,
a day older than
okay,
I mean,
so
I've
you
already
said
been
August.
doxed out of my ass, so.
I saw in Diane's that it's her birthday
No.
month. So,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
correct
celebrate
this right
mine
now.
the whole month.
Diane already got last year. She took the month last year. I'm calling it this year.
No, Remy,
Diane, you are done.
Leo does. Remy, listen, it's a Leo thing. When I heard Diane say last year, I celebrate for the whole month, I roared and thought, first of all, I knew she was a Leo. Second of all,
I don't
I
even
do the
get to
same thing.
celebrate
Yeah,
it
I think
for
she's
a
the
day, for God's
21st.
sakes.
She's
Is she the 20?
I
She's
think
barely
Her
a Leo.
birthday month.
She
She's
just
just-
scooted into Leo.
She's an inch moving on to Virgo, right?
Yeah, I think it ends the 22nd because my kid is a Virgo, but same month.
It happens.
What? It's September Virgo?
It starts August 22nd and it goes to the.
22nd or 24th?
It's not a specific month. It's like the last week
So
of a
many
month
days?
to the last week of another month. It's weird.
Mhm.
And I'm not the typical Leo.
Hey,
No.
hey. Robbie, are you
Yeah,
are
you
you
are.
dogging?
It's a
Are you
good thing.
dogging?
It's a good thing, women. Robbie,
Yeah,
Are you-
congratulations, Robbie, by the way.
say Robbie.
Congratulations.
Yes. We're all proud of Robbie here on his
No, we've
sobriety.
really become like a little family. Dysfunctional as hell.
Yes.
It's like Thanksgiving with your family.
Yeah.
Dysfunctional. But we're, when something
love
happens, we all do pull together.
And you know what? I love my morning crew, the people that come in here every day, because they're just so, they're so
Mhm.
friendly. I mean, on the most part, like we get our odd, like mean person that comes in, but on the most part, like 90% of the people that come in here,
They're
I'm gonna say
great.
95% of the people that come in here, they don't care what we talk about every day. They just are happy to come in here and have coffee, and we
can talk. I notice this a lot too, Carla, in your chats, which I make a point to attend at almost every single morning. I may not be always typing in the chat, but I'm there.
Mhm.
Whether it's washing dishes and just listening or something like that, and I'll scoot around to the neighborhood, but it's a wonderful place to come. We talk to each other, check up on each other. Hey, how's your mom? Hey, how's what happened with this? How's that?
Oh,
so
and like you sharing when your son was talking and he said hello to us all. That was such a great day. And I know you got a lot
he's
of
doing
fun.
really well too. He's doing really well.
I mean, you got some disappointing.
I dropped you guys. I dropped you. Hold on.
Oh, that hurt. Oh.
Say hi.
Hi.
Miss
This.
Carla.
Carla.
Hi.
Hi.
Miss
This.
Mac.
Mac.
Hi.
Hi, precious.
Chat.
Chat.
Hope
Who.
you
You.
all
Are.
having
Hi.
a
A.
good day.
Wow.
Oh, that's
He
so
has to
sweet.
be prompted,
job.
but it's not organic
Smart
language yet, but we're
boy.
getting
Oh,
there.
you know what? He's done so well, though.
Oh,
as
yeah.
manager.
He's so clear.
Hold on.
Did he fall?
I know. I love hearing it too, Sarah.
He's so clear. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
God love his heart.
Yep.
So, what are your plans for the weekend, Miss Carla?
Miss Carla has no plans.
I thought you were going to go to an exhibition or rodeo or a drive-in
gosh.
theater.
I don't think we have any. I don't know of any drive-ins that are open. Definitely not going to a theater.
Yeah.
None of those are open.
No.
Not going to Kennywood's to ride roller coasters because that's
Are they
open.
open?
But, yeah. They
Oh,
opened Kennywood here, and no, there's no way I'm
wow.
not going to that.
Wow.
Call Me
I,
Frenchie said,
yeah,
and have noticed that with this COVID period, lots of people either in real life or social media are sort of using this to stay in. And I noticed at my workplace the same behaviors.
yeah.
I'm just, I don't trust people. I trust
That's,
myself to do the right thing, but I don't trust other people to do the right
yeah.
thing. You know what I
And
mean?
again, it's true. Call me French and it's true. And again, it sits on a double-edged sword, right? I
Sorry
see
about
people
that.
stay in and I see people that should stay in and don't,
Yep.
I get
Sorry about
that.
that. We had a little bit of a meltdown over a dropped Lightning
Oh, it
McQueen.
happens,
Oh,
meltdown.
it happens with all
It,
kids.
Poor Lightning McQueen. He throws it and then freaks out. I'm like, but you threw it.
yeah, well,
It
mom.
happens. Whatever. Sorry, you guys. I didn't mean for you guys to here.
Nah.
Oh, Nanya says,
Now,
thank you. Got promotion at work and keeping in touch with my mom. You're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I'm proud of you, Nanya.
yeah, Nunya, how your mom's doing better? She said she's doing better, right?
I think she said she's doing okay. As someone
Okay,
that comes
good.
in, yeah.
Well,
And
Well,
Nanya, a lot of
congratulations
people
on your
ask,
promotion.
oh yeah, that
if
was
you
an
want to comment
amazing
about,
comment about her grandma.
hang on, let me read.
Um, yeah, Spanish flu. But yeah, Nate called me French Nate. I know what you're saying. My husband then worked all through the pandemic, but nobody else went to work, so he was kind of
Okay.
like, ooh.
Yeah, my
She said,
boyfriend has been working
Yep.
throughout. He has no choice. But a lot of he's in, he does building and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys, they're calling out and everything else. So he actually was able to get a promotion and stuff like that because he's like the only one. Thank God he's still working, because if they were both home, honestly, no.
okay, Frenchie says, listen, my grandma was 15 during the Spanish flu. She was pregnant. Her dad died. She had zero nada. It was in the 1927. No antibiotics, vaccines, no research. She often talked about it. She passed
100.
away at the age of
Wow.
104 with
That's
14 kids. Oh my goodness, bless her
Oh,
heart.
good Lord.
That's
Imagine
something.
being pregnant 14 times. Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe
Well,
there's some twins in that mix, so maybe it
but
was 14.
families
Oh,
were
I don't
bigger
even
back
care.
then.
That's a
There were
lot.
more farms and the families were much bigger,
But ladies, I'm
Yeah.
gonna drop down and
Okay.
go rescue Lightning McQueen before he has
Okay.
another heart attack.
Bye,
But have
little
a great day, and I'll
Remy.
see you in chat.
Bye, little Remy.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, Remy. So
So,
you
yeah,
you have no plans for the weekend?
not really. How about you?
No. Well, like as I mentioned, I'm starting to celebrate my birthday today, so God knows.
Oh, that's right. Your
Yeah.
birthday month too. Your
Yep. I've
birthday month.
ordered some gifts for myself just in case.
That's what I do. I tell my husband, I say, just give me money and I'll get my own gifts.
Well, I didn't tell him this year that I ordered gifts. I just did. He went, "What's that
Well,
coming in?"
when he tries to buy me clothes, it
Uh,
doesn't really work out too
I
well.
know. He'll have me dressed like a cute boy, okay?
Yeah. Well, his taste and my taste are totally different.
Yeah.
So,
He
yeah.
ordered me a dress one time and I said, "Seriously? And who's going to wear that?" God, I mean, it's like, whatever made you think I'd wear something like that?
Oh my God, my husband. I don't know where he gets his ideas, but what he likes and what I like are totally different. Like
I
we have
know.
totally opposite tastes.
But have you ever tried to order for him? I mean, it's
Oh
just as
no,
bad.
I
Have
know
you ever?
exactly what he wears. He wears Levi's and
Oh,
t-shirts. That's it. He don't
oh,
wear like
oh,
Dockers
my
or anything like
husband's
that.
Peter
No.
Scott sweaters from Scotland. And we used to be able to get them in Canada, but not anymore. They have to go right back to Scotland. I found
Oh
a
really?
couple of supplies. Yep. And it's not like
Morning,
you have
Jason.
to replace them often. But then, I mean, then there's shirts. It's like my such and such color, is worn out. And I'm thinking, yeah, okay, but the last two I ordered of that color were the wrong size or sleeve length.
Mm-hmm.
I think your husband might be. Is he easier to shop for?
He's easier to shop
for?
for because he only wears jeans and t-shirts. Like, as long as I
Yeah.
get him jeans and t-shirt. I know what size he is, and I know his t-shirts, and so it really isn't hard. He doesn't like anything gaudy. He doesn't like any. He won't wear sneakers that are like fancy. He just likes normal. Like he's very, yeah, ordinary. I guess I would say ordinary. He doesn't like anything fancy. Call me Frenchie says, thanks, Mac
Yeah.
11. In my opinion, you need balance, X. If your
Exactly.
partner is afraid, morally affected, well, that is stronger. Need to help the scary
Yeah.
one to get strong, and the one who
That's
is afraid,
true.
awareness.
Yep. Now
Exactly.
we're both strong, my husband and I. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
But I'm immune compromised. So even if I was like actively teaching right now, last place
Uh-huh.
I could actually be is in public because I run too high of a risk. So and I'm always worried about him going out. So but I get what you're saying though, it's true. Yeah, because
Mhm.
often in a partnership or marriage, there's always one that's stronger and one that's, held back
And
more.
that's
Yeah.
my husband is the strong one in our relationship.
You
I'm the
don't
weak one.
you don't seem weak. You seem did you find YouTube has kind
Um,
of brought you yeah?
a little bit, yeah, a little bit. I still get my feelings get hurt really easy. I get my feelers get hurt
Yeah.
sometimes. But then I've never experienced what I've experienced on YouTube in
Well,
my real life,
it's strange in life, in 3D life. Um I've known people for years and I would never call them my friends.
right?
Just because knowing them, we have nothing in
Well,
common.
yeah, that doesn't make them. Just because you know someone, you see them every day, doesn't make them
And
your friend.
don't you
But
like
you
you got to know a couple of people on here, right? And
oh
you
yeah,
become
and
make
I
close
can say
bonds.
a
Yeah.
lot of the people that I've gotten to know, like in this chat, since I've started doing this chat,
Yeah.
I've really grown fond of. And I
Yeah.
mean, I like that they share their life. I like that they share their wisdom. I like that I've learned a lot from a lot of people in here.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I look forward to seeing them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see them every single day, but the ones that that come in here on a
Come in and
regular
out,
basis, you
which
look
is
forward
nice.
and you know about you like that they share, little bits of their lives with you.
And you've only had like one that it's kind of like, whoa, where did that come from? Really?
Hmm.
And she had her inner self from everybody, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Which I mean, it's going to happen, obviously,
Yeah.
in a group of
And
100.
it has happened. It has happened, but you just move on and you just,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, talk about it. You don't dwell on it. You do what you think, what's in your heart to
Yeah.
do. So,
Exactly. And
yeah.
Twanda's Twanda's lovely. Do you know her very well? She's
Oh,
just
I love
very
Tawana.
sweet lady. Oh
Yes,
my.
she was. I know. I
They've
love
been real troopers right there. Were you in Tracy's the night that the cows broke loose from Twanda's, from their yard?
You know what? I wasn't, but I heard about it. And it was
So
like
funny.
so funny. She had to go round
She
up
had
the
to
cows.
catch him, and you could kind of hear her going, and I thought, what the heck is going on there? It's kind of like those unexpected
And
moments that you really,
I I so respect her because she makes breakfast for her dad every morning. She worked her butt off. Like
yeah,
and she's in a time zone like where she is when she comes on well, she's right here, she's listening, but usually she goes on like pretty late at night, which I'm already in bed and asleep. But I've talked to her on the phone and I just love her. She's the sweetest lady. We had
yeah,
our little thing, but you know what? We worked it out, and that's what people need to do. You work things out privately, people. That's what I say. If you can't, don't go up on
yeah,
a panel and start bashing someone. Just try and work it out privately because it can be done. It
yeah.
can. It really
It
can.
can, and sometimes first impressions are not accurate. I found
I
that out
know. Isn't that,
more so on here because my first impression of some people is holy crap. Yeah,
yeah.
okay, well,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah, I
But
don't like
then,
this person, and then you get to know them and actually feel like,
yeah, and they really grow in you, you know? So yeah, I don't know. And I feel everybody, and I say this often, everybody has inherent good in them. You might point at somebody or a channel and go, "Ew, they're, whatever."
Well, Tawanda also said something to me that made a lot of sense. You got to pray for the person that,
Yeah,
that's doing wrong by you, or you think they're doing wrong by you, because you don't know what's going on in their life. So that's what I'm trying to do, and not bash anybody, not talk about anybody, not say anything about anybody, and just move on with what I do. And that's just have morning coffee with people and have, fun. And we do have a lot of fun on this channel, I think. I
oh, it's
think
lovely. But I was getting so tired this morning typing.
that's okay.
Nobody else was taking the link, and I
Oh, I'm
thought, you know
glad
what?
you came up, because it's like I'm so used to having someone up here with me and, talking, that it's
Yeah,
hard when you have to do it by yourself and you're not used to it anymore.
yep.
Um,
When I do my quick little whatevers, I try and keep them short. They're still a bit too long. You're doing a lot of yeah, yeah, because you kind of, and I don't want to write it down what I'm going to say because you can hear the paper rattle,
yeah.
stuff like that, and it becomes too mechanical. And I'll say, oh, just calm down, whatever. It's just like teaching. No, it's not a bit. Might as well forget that crap, buddy. It's all, and I was going to do a lot of videos of Donnie, but we really had to go back to step one in training him. So my feeling was, nah, he needs the room to grow, and he's turning into such a sweet little dog. But oh my God, he could be sleeping in my head when I wake up sometimes, or in his little dog bed. You just don't know, or the dog bed could be in my
Right.
head. He's had
Mhm.
that cake. We're enjoying him thoroughly, but
Anya makes a good point. She says, Carla, amen to that. Always felt if you have an issue to go privately, but sometimes tempers get in the
yeah,
way, speaking for
yeah,
myself. And Nanya and I had, an issue one time, and we went private. We worked it out.
yeah,
And, and it worked out fine. I didn't bring her up on a panel and humiliate her, or she didn't do that to
yeah.
me. And
I
that's what
think.
I find a lot of people do. They'll humiliate. They think by humiliating someone, bringing up on their panel, and you
But
know,
Carla, I see a little bit of myself in you too, in the fact that you don't drop dead when you have to go up in a panel and somebody has to, you know, tell you what
yeah,
it's all about.
mhm,
And for me, I don't care if somebody feels strong enough that they have to say something to me. Get it
mhm,
over with. I'll
yeah,
just, whatever. I
hmm
mean, I might know other facts, but it's not worth it. If somebody's that upset, then they really need to vent. Okay, I'm there. Do it.
Well, I wish more people would, if they had a problem with someone, just
Yeah.
either work it out privately or work it out without like yelling and screaming. Because I've been
Yeah.
on so many panels that
Uh,
I'm kind of done with the whole going up and having, being bashed or bashing
uh,
someone. It's just it's tiresome not only for you, but for your subs.
I don't understand where you got a lot of heat from. I really don't because I was watching you. You know what I mean? A lot of times not like typing too
Hmm.
much, maybe just hi or
Hmm.
whatever.
Right.
And I just don't get it because I knew your story. And then
Hmm.
I had to go, like, I like to go and listen to all sides. And I'm thinking, okay, so where did the rest of this happen? Because I'm lost.
Right.
And so it was somebody probably being told something.
I don't know.
And,
The worst
you
thing
know,
for me was if I saw someone lying on me, and I would feel
yeah.
like I have to defend myself. I have to go up there. I have to go on a panel. But you don't, because you're not going to convince everybody that you're telling the truth
You sound like
anyway.
my sister. She has it
You're
right
not.
the wrong, right there. Clean it up. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
girl.
But
Go.
you don't,
Yeah,
because
it's a,
I've learned on here it doesn't work. Because if
no.
someone's hell bent on disliking you or not forgiving you or not even hearing you out, it's not going to work.
But
It's just
Carla,
not.
I can never see you ripping strips off anybody on your panel. I can't see you. I don't think you've got that kind of a heart. I just don't see that.
I would feel so bad. Like even
Oh, girl.
someone that was ripping on me, I would feel
Yeah.
so bad. I would feel so guilty. And I have clapped back a few times.
Yeah, but
And yeah, but I have, and I've done some things that I'm not real proud of, but I felt,
you're human.
yeah, I'm human. And it's usually a clapping back, but I find now I've learned that it doesn't do any good. It doesn't do the person you're, you know, hitting on or bashing on, and it doesn't do your heart any good, especially if
No.
you know you're a good person.
And
And
then
I
some
think I am.
people just don't care. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You might be trying
I
to
see.
say,
I can't
you've
do that.
hurt me, or they
Yeah.
don't care, or
No.
they're making a lot of money. And that's
Sometimes,
sad to bring
sometimes
that.
I would go into a chat, and the chat would hurt my feelings more than what the creator was saying about me, because I would see people that I was friendly with just absolutely be like horrible to me. And that's
Oh my
when
God.
I would just like, as soon as I would go into chat, as soon as my name was mentioned, I would pop out because I'm like, I don't need to see this. I don't want to see this. But then I would get screenshots, people would send me
Uh,
screenshots. I'm like, please don't do that, because what I don't know won't hurt me. And that's what I tell people now, don't tell me. Just don't tell me, because what I don't know, it's not going to hurt me. Um, and it just, yeah.
yeah.
And I'm not upset with anybody, whoever's channel you go to. I don't follow it, people around. I don't care whose channel you go to. I really don't.
No. Because, sometimes, like, I'll listen to a channel that maybe I haven't listened to in a while because there was an issue, and I do want to hear their side of it. I do.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
sometimes when you listen to the whole thing versus a 30-second snippet, you
Hmm.
hear the full thing in context versus out of context. But now it's
Or,
funny. I
well, that's what I say to people too. Like, if
yeah,
you really hate me, actually ask yourself this: why?
why?
Why do you
Yeah,
hate me? Do you hate me because someone was up on a panel bashing me? Or
yeah,
do you hate me because of something I did to you?
I
If it's
know.
because something I did to you, I can understand and accept that. But if it's just because you heard someone say something,
How can you
do
hate
your
somebody you
research
don't
and
know?
find out why
Yeah,
you're hating on me. Like, and I've had a few people that I've seen talk in chats, well, she's this and she's that, or in comments. And I'm like, this person, I've never done anything to that person. I've never talked to this person, but they sure have an opinion about my character and what I do. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, they obviously don't know me. They're hating on me because of what someone else said. So it is what it is. You're not going to change that person's opinion.
but do you notice something, Carla? It seems like some mentality, and it's not a broad statement, but sometimes some folks kind of get into a mindset of what we saw in high school, which was
Oh,
the
definitely,
whispering and
definitely.
the
Oh,
gossiping, and
yeah.
so and so
Mhm.
said this with no
Oh,
proof,
oh,
you know?
without a doubt. Without a doubt. It's
And
like, if you're friends, okay, this is what we did in school. If you're friends with her, you can't be friends with me.
yeah, oh, yeah. And you know
We're
what? I was friends
adults.
with, I was acquaintances with everybody in high
Yeah.
school, and
Hmm.
my friends were my siblings, I guess, my family. I
Yeah.
really didn't want to get that close to anybody because seriously, they're out eating everybody up. So I
Yeah.
needed all my body parts to move up on. I mean, really, I couldn't get that invested. Maybe there's something wrong with me. But it's pretty funny. I was in a chat a couple of nights ago, and somebody said, "Well, you sure got ripped to shreds in a certain creator's room." I
Hmm.
said, "Really? Yeah, you did. What you were there talking. You're standing up for yourself and stuff." And I said, "Well, I had to keep rebooting my computer. Do you mean to
Uh-huh.
tell me I was told off and I missed it?" I
You
went
missed it.
and
That's
I
funny.
listened
Like a lot of people that will bash you don't realize that you actually don't
right
care.
there. Yeah, and the funny thing was I went back and listened. So more than that, I mean, I guess I was just being a patent devil. I went into that same chat last night and said, "Is there a problem with me? Because if there is, I'll go up and you can rip me a couple strips and we'll get it done." Apparently you told me off and I was rebooting my computer. So
Well,
and
and here's what's
I
what's funny with me
I
is
missed it.
I've been ripped to shreds so many times that it doesn't even affect me anymore. It's like, okay, it's just another one that's going to hate on me, and everybody's going to believe what they say, and I'm not going to change their mind. So I'm not going to run. I won't jump into a chat where they're ripping on me. I just won't. I'm not. I'm not going. I'm not here to defend myself.
No, and like my husband, like my channel that started 9, 10 years ago, because the vets that operated at Mikey had TPLO and he couldn't walk, our last Sheltie. And so we found a surgeon that was willing to assess him, but we didn't know if they couldn't operate on his hind legs. Well, we'd have to put him down. He was only one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't have arthritis. They decided to give it a go, but they said they couldn't. They couldn't promise anything. Well, that little guy, he had a limp. He didn't know there was anything wrong with the way he walked. We both kind of would walk that way, so he'd think,
Mm-hmm.
oh, but we all walk that way. Okay. I mean, we'd just be joking, or we'd be running, standing still, and he'd be going ahead of us, and we'd say, there, he's winning the race. But he had a great life. He had no clue that any dogs walked any differently or anything. But the surgeons, he lectured not just in North America, but pretty much worldwide. And they'd never seen, you see the size of our little pup, but uh, add about 5 more pounds, and that's how big Mikey was when the hind legs gave out completely. So, um, and I mean, he had melted our hearts. He was a little terrorist, but at the same time, but long story short, that yeah. So one of the things that they begged us to do, because he had 55 and 60% deformity in the hind legs, would we upload the videos? So for 11 years, I'd get these notices all the time. You know your dog's shitting, right? And I'd go up and I'd think, well, yeah, but that's where they bend their hind legs the most. But are you gonna bother explaining to them? No. But anyway, that's just I took a sidetrack there. I don't know why, but that's where my channel
Okay.
started from. And then I put them on private when he passed away. I thought, there's no need to. But and now I'm
Um,
kind of like, yeah,
Frenchie says hate is a big word. Maybe
yeah.
they dislike your speech and verbiage at some point, but social media is
Oh,
a good place to meet, to exchange. But it's a place that requires lots of humbleness and resilience
that's
and
true.
redemption.
She's
That is
such
so
a
true.
sweetheart, isn't she?
Hmm.
Have you had her up? Is she so nice?
Yeah, she has been up on my panel. Natalie?
She's
Yeah,
lovely.
she has.
Yeah,
She's been up on my panel a few
I
times.
adore her. She's so wise. Yeah.
Um, yeah, the thing is, yeah, you develop,
Hmm.
and yeah, it could be maybe that day I was in a bad mood and I said something that rubbed somebody the wrong way, and the thing on social media is they will take that one, and these channels that take a little clip and take it out of context and put it on their channel, um, don't help matters. Let's just say
It
they
kind of
just
feeds.
don't help.
Yeah.
You'll say one little thing, but it's in a different context. But they'll just clip that one little piece,
And
and that's what they'll play. And yeah,
yeah,
it'll
and
feed.
I notice I'm more sensitive. I notice other people are more sensitive. You know what I'm saying? The worry about all the worries that would be concerned with coronavirus, and it has heightened tensions around here. And
Mm-hmm.
I know some people say, no, it doesn't affect me. Oh, it affects everybody in
If
one way or
you're a
another.
human being, it's going to affect you.
Yeah,
It's just part of being a human being. Come on.
yeah. Like
I mean,
one,
you have to be honest about it too.
if you put in the search engine, what are people doing? Like to fill their days with coronavirus, and I'm thinking, so I search it, and one woman says, "It's not never going to affect me." And I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to affect you, dummy. So she shows herself going out shopping. Everyone's got a mask on, but her. And I type in the chat, "You're rude. You say you have a mask there, put it on. Everyone else has got one on for you, and you put one on for them."
Mm-hmm.
Wow, boy! And then the whole chat was telling this woman.
Yeah.
She was. I don't know where she was in New York. It was nobody that any of us know, but it was like maybe a borough or not that far from New York City,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, it was strange. It's kind of like, are you not thinking about others? Others are thinking about you right now. So, and it is.
Right.
It's a nuisance. I get steamy. I wear glasses. Do you wear glasses? No.
Frenchie says, Mac 11, merci, appreciate, much respect.
Oh, tout pas français,
It's
très
hard to be
bien,
honest and
Carla.
objective. Thank you. Yeah, it is sometimes. Hi, Joy. How are you? Yeah, it is sometimes. Sometimes you get criticism when you are honest and even honest about your own feelings. It kind of like you get like
Yeah.
there's a double-edged sword. You can be,
Yeah.
and you sometimes you can't be.
And it's, social media. I used to go on IRC. I don't know if you ever did.
No, no,
Internet Relay Chat. And then MySpace. Did you?
no.
Oh my God, girl. Facebook?
Oh, Facebook, yes.
Finally. And
Sorry.
no, but MySpace wasn't for everybody, but I loved to read. Like there's so many different areas that you could read blogs in, and people
Uh-huh.
say, "Well, what do you do with reading?" I said, "MySpace, blogs. Hello, that's what it's about."
Hmm.
But oh my God, MySpace, did you know that? I'm no good at writing at all. So they go, "Well, geez, I thought you went to university." I said, "Yeah, but not in English." I mean, I'd make my best efforts, but science and math, so I started doing
And
stupid
Joy,
stuff.
that's your absolute opinion about that. I just wear it because it is mandatory. Because she says, I don't believe masks should be mandatory. If you are wearing your mask, then you are protected. But it should be up to the person. Well, I I wear
Yeah.
it because it is mandatory, and I don't really see it as being a hindrance. Like I don't see it as being.
It's a nuisance.
I think it's a nuisance because I don't think everybody's following the same,
Yeah,
regimen. They're not all doing it. So
and
I
new
just see it as
huts.
like
Yeah,
a pain in the ass, really, because I'm seeing people that aren't, like I said, someone had a bandana,
yeah.
over his face, but it was completely open. So like whatever germs he had were escaping. It wasn't close to his
No.
face, but
Did you check and see if you have any silk scarves? Was it on here that I mentioned it?
I do have
Um,
silk scarves.
I hauled
Yeah.
out a few of them, but they're too good to wear.
I had I had some silk scarves my mother gave me from Thailand
I didn't want to
that were
use mine.
handmade silk
Yeah, I didn't
scarves.
want to use mine.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't want to use mine either.
I
Why?
don't
Is
want to
that supposed
wear.
to
I
be
don't.
better, or is that
I've
supposed to be
ordered
better?
plaid ones though. On Twitter, there's a lady. I think I was telling you about the lady who made sock monkeys.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so she makes these plaid ones, and she's got Nova Scotia tartan, Cape Breton tartan. I live on the connected islands of Cape Breton. I'm not really doxing myself. Nobody ever find me, but I am on the ocean. Big clue. Not really. That's our backyard, by the way. Um, but anyway, she
By the
makes
way,
them.
no, you get good lobster over there, I think.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
the best lobster in Nova Scotia.
Do you know what size is the best to buy of lobster? Do you know that? I wonder if you do. Do you buy the little ones or do you buy the big ones? Which are the better?
Littler ones
You're right.
are sweeter,
But they're
are
shack and they're
tastier.
younger and they're
The
tastier and they're
bigger ones
juicier.
are older, so
Older. Yep.
they're tougher.
It was amazing though. Like my father used to help a friend of his out, and people would and he's a fisherman. He'd say, "Look, I just need somebody. Like I've got the catch here," and people would come to the wharf, and my father'd say, "Don't buy the big ones. You'll be chewing on them for about like an hour. Buy the
Mhm.
smaller ones." And he'd come back and go, "The big ones." I was, "Oh well, they wanted the little ones. I couldn't stop them." But my father was pushing the little ones. They were far tastier. Do you
Right.
know how to cook a lobster?
I think you're supposed to um put them in boiling water, aren't you?
Yep. Do you know for how long?
I think it's 10 to 12 minutes. I'm not 100% sure.
If you're not quite
If you
sure,
overcook them, they'll get tough and rubbery.
well, here's a good thing for you. Get your water boiling in whatever size pot, right? And no,
Hmm.
they don't scream when you put them in the pot. And boil them for 12 plus minutes. But I'll tell you when they're done. You know their little tentacles in the front?
Hmm.
There's two of them. If it
Hmm.
won't come out, it's not cooked. It'll only come out when it's cooked.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yep.
that. Oh,
Yep.
now I know. Because
And
you can buy them live at the store,
yep.
and they're greenish or whatever, they're
Yep.
whatever color they are. They're
Yep.
greenish. I always thought when they turned red, they were cooked.
Pretty much, but then you still could have see-through, meat inside. And you don't want that. When you can pull those things off easily, just try one at a time. They're cooked, and usually in boiling water, even with some salt in it or sea salt, it's going to take a good 18 to 20 minutes, especially if you have more than one lobster in that pot, which often people do. About 20. I was
Mhm.
invited to a lobster cookout with some American friends across the road, and I said, "Oh, geez, you can't eat those. Why? They're not cooked." Hey, when I went, the feeler wouldn't even move. I thought the lobster was going to kick, more than anything. I said, "They're raw. Put them unless you're playing on sushi lobster." But it works every time because my dad
Oh,
used to buy them
I
fresh.
learned, you know what? I learned something. I think I learned something every single day I'm on here.
Me
And I
too,
just learned
actually.
something. It's so funny. Like sometimes it's sexual in nature, but this is
Well,
like cooking in nature. So yeah,
all
that's
you can,
so
all you
cool.
need to do is just say, "I can't really tell you how I know."
Yeah.
Just get up close and try, and if it won't come easily, it's not cooked. End of story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. But I think I'm going to close down. I'm kind of a
Yes.
little tired today. Thank you so much for keeping me company today, Mac
Well,
11.
you
And
know,
you come up again. Definitely
and
come up again because I
thank you for
enjoy
having me,
having
Carla.
you. Yeah, I
You're very
really.
kind. Over the.
Oh, I'm so glad you come in here. Like really enjoy seeing you in the chat, and I see you in other people's chats too. And I always try to say hello to you. Um, because we
And
end up
I'm waiting.
and that's the thing is sometimes I go into chats just to talk to the people in the chats that I see.
Yeah,
Isn't that
me
like
too.
that's like so cool that you see
And I'm
people all
waiting
over the
for
place?
eye surgery. And if somebody doesn't at me, I won't see them.
Oh,
Which,
okay.
I mean, I'm putting off for a while because, you know.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Nate,
I
I
won't let
am.
you.
I'm in Nova Scotia, Nouvelle-Écosse, and I only speak a petit peu de français. There. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm in Nova Scotia. What is call me Frenchie? What is her name? Natalie.
Natalie. Natalie.
Oh, pretty name, pretty name.
Natalie.
Natalie.
I think she said Natalie.
I love. Have you ever been to Quebec City, Carla?
I have.
Oh my God, isn't it beautiful?
It's a beautiful city. It
I know
is.
we were in Montreal.
I was there during a winter carnival. They were
Oh
having a
my
winter carnival and they
God.
were doing ice sculptures,
Oh,
or snow sculptures, and it was
yeah.
beautiful. It was beautiful. And I was there in the summertime too, and there was like I can't remember where we went. It was a while ago, but they had it was street
Oh,
musicians
amazing.
and yeah, it was just a really great city.
I've been to
I've been to
Montreal as
Montreal too.
well.
I didn't
I
like
bet
Montreal as much
no,
as Quebec.
it's not as, but it's so culturally. Oh,
Diverse. Yeah.
yeah, in Montreal, but Quebec is like it takes you
Yes,
back
she
a
is. She's
hundred
from Nova
years.
Scotia, Natalie.
Me, Nova Scotia. My niece's daughter named her little girl Nova. My niece was about
Oh,
ready to
no,
kill
that's like
me.
so
And
cute.
I said, I'm so sorry. I said, we could call her Nova or Scotia, but I said, your cousin's named his little girl Scotia. I thought my niece, she said, don't talk to any of them when they're pregnant ever again. I get it. I get it. I didn't think she was
That's
going
so
to run
cute.
with Nova.
The cutest name I ever heard was Nevea, and it was heaven
Oh,
backwards. Nevea. I just thought that was such a
that's
cute
pretty.
name.
Yeah.
But when you turn it backwards, it
Oh,
spells heaven. But
oh,
oh
that's
yeah,
lovely, isn't
it's
it?
like yeah, Nevea,
Nevea. I've never heard
Nevea
that name
with
either,
heaven
really.
backwards. Yeah,
I
it's
like
not a
unique
common
names.
name.
So you go and
Yeah.
have a great day
Okay,
and
you too. Thank you
yeah,
so much for coming up, and
be
thank you
good,
everybody
Carla.
for coming in.
Try
I
not to
will
get
just
yourself
wave
in a pile of
goodbye.
trouble, will you?
Like I look like crap today, but oh, can you see me?
You look
Here we go.
great.
Bye, everybody. You guys all have
Bye.
a great day and a great weekend. I don't know if I'll come on this weekend. I might. Who knows? But thank you, Natalie, for all your wisdom. I enjoy what you have to say. Thank you, everybody else, for coming in. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this channel, you know, free of the trolls and the hatefulness. And we will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Bye.